Greetings. Okay.
Oh, what the hell?
Why? Who did that? Who fucking did that? I'm not doing the intro until someone fesses up. Who did it?
It was Pygo.
Pygo, was it you? I hear you giggling over there.
Hi, chat.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Yaga Unleashed, the Gambit. I am your humble dungeon master, Gallus Wattle, and these are my fantabulous little villains. I just realized I'm on the wrong scene. That's a spoiler. Anyways, hi, players.
Hello.
Fabulous players.
You didn't see anything. That
It's
might
me,
be for
I'm
later.
fancy.
We don't know. Oh my god, this is such a fucking mess. We're a half hour late to stream. 7:30, guys. 7:30. Woo! One of these days we'll go live on time.
Turns into 8.
Yep. Well, at least everybody's
I have a
here.
request before we start.
Oh,
Can
no.
someone like play a scene like they're punching someone?
I punched Pygo in the face. There we go. We did it.
Oh, it sounded like you
Alright.
missed.
Ah, shit, I missed. She has ultra instinct. Oh god, her hair turned silver. I'm running away.
Pygo, counterattack.
Again!
Ah! Alright, let's play.
Okay.
Oh my god. Giving you guys a soundboard was a mistake. Anyways, I am your humble dungeon master. These are my fantabulous players, and this is the Gambit, an evil D&D campaign. This is episode 2. Last week, we had our first episode. It will be going live on YouTube very soon for anybody who's interested in watching the VOD, which is still live on Twitch, I believe, as we're recording this. So, that's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into introductions so we can jump into the game, shall we? Let's go... I'm gonna go bottom to top in the stream order, so that means we're gonna go ahead and start intros with Pygo. Little troublemaker, you go first.
Hi, I'm Pygo. Another version of Wattles 2.0. I am the other chicken. I play a cat. A cat is from the desert, but the cat moved away to the industrial side, more East European. And I accidentally, oopsie doopsie, made the professor into a brain in a jar. Uh-oh. Womp womp.
It do be like that sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, boo womp.
Womp womp.
I love
Yeah.
that sound.
All right, so next up on the list, the man who just got here, Zork.
Oh, my name is Zork. I'm playing the samurai Amagiri. Betrayed by his masters and out seeking vengeance.
Foolish samurai.
Foolish samurai warrior.
Sought
Yeah.
to oppose me.
Next up, we got Zeris.
Hello there, I'm Strace Wildred. I am our beautiful wizard of the group.
You are Strays
Here to break
Viltrid?
the game.
Damn.
No, I'm serious, playing Strace Wildred.
Congrats on the
I'm here to
rebrand.
break the economy.
Damn. Not gonna lie, that model would go kind of hard.
Kind of would, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Hey, yo,
characters would go
you
kind of hard as a VTuber, let's be honest. Y'all are...
Imagine if I had Cormac as a VTuber and I had a toggle to just transform into that monster thing.
Amazing.
That would be
Holy
sick.
shit. Dude,
That would be
I'm
wrong.
gonna be honest right now, like, and I don't mean to be weird when I say this, this is probably like the hottest D&D group I've ever ran for. like, just looking at everybody, I'm like, everybody's a fucking supermodel. Like, there's always like one, every time I've ever DM'd a group, I've always had like 1 or 2 gremlins, like, but like this group is just, everyone's hot. Like, 100%. Like,
Evil! What's the vocabulary?
Yeah.
It's hot. Why?
Yeah.
all we
It's
had
the
to do is make
allure
an
of
evil
evil.
campaign, yeah.
It's the allure of evil.
You want to say
you see.
Santa was not a hottie?
As it wasn't
Santa wasn't
hot?
Listen, we had an actual Yordle assassin who was not the gremlin of the group. That is like like you were like the third. You were like the third most crazy person in that group. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Vaz, you're up next.
Yo, my name is Vazric. I'm the blue tiefling, blue bastard, CEO of Being Blue. I go by many names, but you could call me Vaz. I stream on my own channel as well, Vazric. I got the POV of the players going right now, so that I don't like show the spoilers for what's going on for the players. But you know, they're probably not looking at that to begin with. Good. If they do, I think Gallus has something planned to punish them with.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm watching
Some
Punishment,
rocks.
please.
Some rocks fall. Oh no,
Yay!
we don't need to hear about that. We don't need to hear about that. You guys go do that off stream.
Stream is cancelled.
Anyway, I am playing Cormac, the well, he is an assassin, but not the subclass of a rogue. No. Something far more sinister is in the air about him. He hasn't made it quite clear to the party yet what he does, but he went ahead and learned as much as he could about everybody else before departing. In the last session, he had an arm wrestling contest with the much bulkier Barbarian Martia, and he won.
I said to do an intro, not a recap.
Really? Oh, okay. I was kind of spaced
The
out.
recap is
Sorry.
later.
Okay. Cool. Something.
I don't mean to be
he's not
mean, but I'm just
entirely
wanna.
My bad, bro. My bad,
I just wanted
bro.
to stop you before you got too out of hand. You know what I mean?
I was almost done with it anyway.
I know. I'm just like I felt bad. Like you're so into it. I'm like, I mean, yeah, this is great, but not what I was looking for. But thank you.
Yeah. Something. He's not entirely human, though he seems to be so for the most part. There we go.
Amazing. Thank you. All right. Next up, we got Brisket.
Hello, I am DetectiveBrisket. Some may call me Liz. And I am playing Martia the Bun, a proud warrior of the Voshkov Empire, kind of, not really, and a barbarian. That's my intro.
Very nice. Last
It
but
was
not
info.
least, we got Icon.
Hello, I'm Icon VT, a VTuber who's currently on hiatus, and I play as Chio Night River, a Tanuki changeling, who, since she's a changeling, I technically am playing all characters. I am the DM now.
Yay!
Dude, that is so iconic of Icon.
Hey.
I'm leaving.
Amazing.
Okay, you play your character. He's the target. Get him.
Damn.
Wonderful.
That's
That's
wonderful.
introductions aside. So before we jump into today's session, I do have one quick little announcement. So some people might have realized in the last few weeks that the Discord has not been super active. That's because me and Pygo have been super busy behind the scenes. We're both in our independent studies. I just kind of wanted to go ahead and address that, aside from this weekly campaign that we got going on, we're not going to be streaming a lot for the next few weeks. Eventually, once our schedules get like a little more like controlled, we'll go back to some regular streaming. In the meantime, like we might do some, I just realized I'm showing way too much. We might be doing some like impromptu streams, but we won't be doing like a weekly schedule, probably not until after the new year, to be honest. This next upcoming month is going to be very busy. So yeah. Just
Yeah,
wanted to
for
address that.
for me, I'm not available to stream all that much until the end of February. I'm taking class very seriously, but at least I get to do D&D once a week, so it's very relaxing being here, kinda.
Yeah. So
Also,
we're gonna be a
you-
D&D channel for the next few months, basically.
Something I want to bring up real quick with you guys. I think the stream together crashed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it stopped sharing Well, we're not sharing the chat, and it stopped sharing views.
I think it's
too.
because we set it up when I wasn't live yet. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Now
there
it's
we
up.
go. There we
It's
go.
crashed on mine. Yep. Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
there we
cool.
go.
I never started chat.
Oh,
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
well, it wasn't even showing me that we were collabing anymore. It said that I had the call has ended, and then there was a button to rejoin
My
just a
bad.
minute ago. So
Fun. All right, well, that is our introductions aside. So, in that case, we can go ahead and jump into today's session, shall we? So, I'm going to be bringing something back that I used to do back in the day, and that is player recaps. So what that means is that I will not be doing the recap for every session every week. I'm going to leave that up to you guys to see if you actually pay attention. And if you do the recap, whoever decides to take up that responsibility for the week will get a free point of DM inspiration. Basically a free reroll for whatever you'd like. So, Vaz already started to do a little recap.
my bad.
But who is interested in doing the recap for this week? And typically, the way this will go is whoever does it the week before does not do it the next week. So it's a different person every
I
week.
think I wanna.
You want to do it? Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, go ahead, and I'll try to like add in any little details that you might miss, or other people can add pipe in too.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do it as my character, okay?
Okay.
So, in the past week, we've definitely been through a lot. All of a sudden, there's a mission, and I don't get to be in my lab anymore. I'm not very happy about that. We know Roland wants us to assassinate some people, get to the king, get to the emperor. We'll see about that. I don't know those people so well, so who knows? Maybe we'll test our new subject. And I'll cover it with Professor. What do you think? Good answer.
Am I role playing in this scene?
Yes.
Oh my god!
What? Just dropping that on him.
God, you're making the DM improv? That's crazy. I'd say the professor in this fourth wall breaking scenario says, I think this does put our studies back quite a bit, but we should be able to get some proper resources so we can continue our studies.
Yeah,
Not what
we
I was
have
looking for, but I
wonderful
think it will be
subject.
worth it in the end.
Honestly, there's stuff that I've been looking to try out. I've seen Martia fight this other guy, Cormac. What a shame she lost. And Icon shapeshifting? Icon's character is Chio, right?
It's Theo.
I'm new here.
I am not familiar with this icon. Was this someone did we meet them in the tavern? I don't know.
I'm not sure about that. We shall test all of them. Definitely get the booze out of their hands.
Anyway, so what else did we miss?
We need to go on a ship. We need to bring some coins, use them, and get in with the king of a certain town. That's it.
All right, awesome. So, at this point, as I pull up the streets of Threshmoor, you guys have all awakened from your slumber from the previous night. You've had plenty of time to drink and get to know the rest of your group, things like that.
Didn't I already gather everybody?
I believe so. We kind of
Okay,
rushing
that's
towards
fine.
the end because we were running out of time, but I'd say at this point it is pretty early in the morning. Given how deep it is in the winter months, the amount of sunlight that is visible in the day is very, very limited. So the sun has just barely risen up beyond the horizon, and everybody is slowly beginning to just stir in the cold, frigid weather. But I'd say at this point, you guys have reconvened at whatever location you would have decided to reconvene at.
I thought we got on the boat at the end of last session.
You didn't get on the boat because
Yeah,
I wanted
so
to give
did
you
I.
guys time to, like, if there's anything you guys wanted to do before you left. Like any preparations or anything that you guys want to make. If not, then we can easily
There-
just hop on the boat.
There would definitely be one thing that Stray's gonna set up.
Okay, what would that be?
He would set up a teleportation circle in an area where it's safe.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
The
In
permanent one
that
takes a year to
case,
set up, so
I would say in that case, as part of your assignment, I'd say you guys would have been given access. You would have been given access to a teleportation circle, in Castle Thrushmoor. Actually, I would say
cool.
there would be one. Trying to think. I think King Roland would. He would put it inside one of the lower levels of the castle, but not anywhere that's like secret. It's not necessarily like a secret portal, but it's something that, you know, because like soldiers sometimes have access to it here and there. But I'd say you guys do have access to like a port that's like very close to the courtyard inside the fortress. So if you needed to activate a teleportation circle and get out of Dodge, then that is the circle that you could have used. So you have been given access, I would say, given your connection with the Felfang pack.
I also have that spell, so that'll be good to have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That means
I'd
we both
say-
connect to that circle.
One's castle.
Yep, as part of that assignment,
Um,
anyone who has the teleportation circle spell would have been given access.
Okay, so that's in addition to the two that you start with when you learn the spell.
I believe so. I'm a little shoddy on the rules, but for that spell specifically, but we'll say yes.
Yeah. The DM determines the two that you would know when you take the spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to discuss this with you. I was gonna say probably Cormac's old safe house that he doesn't really use that much anymore, and then another one that you decide on.
Yes.
So
Okay.
if you just want to
In
have
that
Happy
case-
Roland's castle, then
In
works.
that case, I'll say one of the two that you guys would have had access to is this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would probably say like Stray's other one would be something inside of a Felfang outpost or something.
Someone,
for-
your
or
meal is
inland.
ready.
I know it's mine.
Strays
But
is
yeah,
making a breakfast burrito.
A breakfast burrito, my dude. It's 2 a.m. in the night. I'm making a midnight snack.
But it's morning in the game. I'm talking about Strays, not Zaris.
Aha. Of course.
Zaris is eating a burrito.
I'm eating cookies.
You just see like out of nowhere magically appearing fried rice. Bon appetit. But no, probably one of the outer posts and like from the Fairfangs would be the outer circle.
Lovely. All right. So, any other business that anyone wants to attend to before you guys all depart?
Chio
Yeah, I
is
have a
going
question.
to. Oh, go ahead.
You go first.
Oh, okay. Chio's just going to grab as many bottles as she can as she's leaving the tavern. Just
Amazing.
carrying a pile in her arms.
Roll me 3d6.
Sure.
Wild.
And I'm assuming you're using one of the bag of holdings. You grab 17 bottles.
Wait. The question is, who has a bag of holding that's currently still in the tavern?
Well, there's two of them.
Yes,
I know-
Grace is not in the tavern anymore.
Yeah, I think Strays has
Is
one,
that
and then
Big
Selfie has one. And I believe Selfie's one is the professor's carrying it. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Chio, if you'd like, you could absolutely just take these 17 bottles and just shove them in the professor's bag if you want.
Yep. She's going to just walk up to the professor and say, "Oop, don't mind me, just a second," as she'll reach over, open the bag, and start shoving the bottles in.
Amazing. All right, so you immediately just start tossing stuff into this bag. The bag itself is, at least this one is not actually magical, not in the traditional sense. This one works on some very strange and articulate magic where you open up this regular-looking leather knapsack. And as you open it, it looks like the interior of this bag is that of a spacious void, like almost like you're looking into outer space upon opening the bag. And the satchel itself crackles with electrical energy as you open it. You're just like, huh, weird, and just start chucking bottles in there, just like, and it's just like the bag just absorbs them like they're getting sucked into a black hole.
Man, I sure hope that I could retrieve these later.
I hope people are
Ends up
writing
being,
this
like,
in the
destroyed.
in the inventory as well, because I'm not keeping track of any of that.
Oh,
If
yeah,
it's a
not me.
professor loot, I'll put it on mine, and I just write professor next to it, so I can keep track. But like, yeah, you can use it as you
Yeah.
wish.
I know you guys have the
Alright.
bag of the bag of holding notepad here. I'd say what you could do is you could like separate it like into two sections. So like one
Oh, that's
section
like
is like
a-
Strays' bag, and then one section Selfie's bag. 'Cause you guys have two of them.
Yep.
That
Do
way
you want
everybody
me
knows
to-
what's in both
There's
of the
something to
bags at
do
any
that.
point.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, editing.
I'm already on it. Pygo,
Well,
so don't
if
edit
you
it now.
gotta.
While you do that, I have a question.
Yes.
So, as an artificer rogue,
Yes.
I have proficiency in many tools. How do I? Cause I had an option to create a tool, but it takes like 15 minutes or a short, break,
Mhm.
right? Short rest.
Right.
How does that work?
So you're talking about the right tool for the job ability?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as long as you have a set of Tinker's tools, you can take some time to magically take your tools and transform them into something else for the day. So if I remember correctly, that should be in your character sheet in the features section. You can actually activate it, and it'll post like the full description in the chat. And then we can read that, and then I'll show you like everything about that. So do you mind go ahead and do that for me real quick? Perfect. So takes 1 hour of uninterrupted work, which coincides with a short or long rest. My short rests are a little shorter than most. Mine are actually only like 10 minutes. So that is something that's going to be staying with this campaign as well. So wouldn't be a short rest, but you can definitely take like an hour, I'd say, like as part of your long rest from the previous night to make whatever tools that you want. And you can do this as many times as you want. You just have to spend an hour of uninterrupted work every single time.
What would be a good tool for disguising?
Disguising?
Yes, like a disguise kit. What would I need for that?
You could just make a disguise kit. I believe that's actually, I don't know.
Is an item, yes.
Is it considered artisan's tools though? I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
I
don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that's its own thing.
Let me look it up.
You are in the
Do you have
capital
a link
city
to
here,
that
so
link?
if you wanted to go buy a disguise kit, you could.
You know, sure. How much is it?
Artisan, alchemy, brewery, calligraphy,
Let's see.
carpentry, calligrapher,
Yep. The tools, but
cope-
not artisan's tools.
Wait,
The disguise
Pygo,
kit. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a list of the tools that you can make. That's the
Thank
easiest
you.
way.
Okay, so according to this, a disguise kit is 25 gold pieces.
Mhm.
And if you are proficient in its kit, it lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. I would say, in general, even if you don't have proficiency, I would still allow this, because I think they updated the rules for like a lot of the tools and stuff since 2024.
I have tool
Well-
expertise.
Also, you don't have to buy one because I have one in my inventory, which
Oh.
I don't need.
Okay. We'll keep it on you. We can discuss this later.
All right.
And thank you, sir.
No problem.
Very nice.
It's the easiest way.
Actually, where am I able to get schematics of different areas of the city we are going to?
Ooh, okay. You would have to go to a map maker. So I would say with how big Threshmore is, there is definitely the possibility of you finding someone who would fit that description. Would be able to help you with that. So let's do this. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see if you can, in your time here, rummage around town and see if you can find somebody who to be able to sell you this service.
Does that go with the tool expertise?
What's that?
Does that include the tool expertise, or it's a separate thing?
That depends. Do you want to use one of your tools to assist in this?
How can I do that? Because I'm very new to this role.
So, I would say regarding this is more of like a creative thing. There isn't really any written rules for like using kits to help you with skill checks. But I would say if you found a creative way to use the tools at your disposal to assist in whatever task you're trying to accomplish, I may or may not give you like a bonus, or I might lower the DC, or even just give you advantage. So
Okay,
it really, it's just use your imagination on this, I would say.
Let's say I'm gonna use brewer supplies as to make from my artisan tool. And I'm gonna make some really fine, nice alcohol beverage and give it to someone very knowledgeable, like an owner of a nice tavern.
Okay, so you're taking one of your alchemical brews and, trying to use it to persuade someone to give you the information you need. Okay, so this is going to require 2 checks then. I'm going to say, number 1, I would need you to make, let's see. That's right, you do have the tool expertise, very nice. That would be alchemist tools. So go ahead and roll me an intelligence check with your proficiency modifier doubled.
So I do an advantage?
Not advantage. So the tool expertise, it just doubles the proficiency bonus. So proficiency bonus at level 10 is +4. So you get a +8 to this instead. So go ahead and just do a straight up intelligence check. Because I don't think you have the macros for the individual tools in your character sheet, which is fine.
No. Is it that?
Okay, not the saving throw, but... Okay, there we go. That's the check. Okay, so 10 plus 8, that is 18. Pretty good. So, yeah, you take the supplies that you already have and basically craft your own makeshift beer, like, just out in the middle of the street, or in your laboratory, wherever you want it to be, I would say. And
Don't tell Chia, by the way.
Yeah.
Let Chia keep stealing booze, okay? Don't
Keep it very secret.
Oh my god.
Amazing. So yeah, you take this and you just look to like the nearest like wise old man off the street and you just slide it over to him. He takes one sip of this stuff and he is like I'm gonna say you basically create the medieval equivalent of a Four Loko. So you got this guy wired, and yeah, he knows exactly who you should go find. And
oh my god, I've been muted this entire time.
Oh no,
F
Vazzy.
in the chat. F in the chat.
A dog barked a long time ago. I was like, why is nobody like responding to me?
Amazing.
I asked
want-
I was
earlier
also
out loud.
muted.
Yeah, I asked earlier out loud about the forgery kit thing, and nobody answered me.
I did
I was just
answer
like,
you
oh,
in
I
the chat.
guess I said it in the chat because nobody like responded to me.
I
out
did
loud,
see
but,
that, and I was waiting for somebody else to respond, so I was trying to help Pygo, but
I did answer you in the.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Chio, so that's good. We should get one.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and look for how much gold it's gonna cost, and then I'll subtract that from mine and just buy it for you.
sounds good. So,
This
Pygo.
gold's burning a hole in my pocket because we're gonna use plastic currency.
yeah.
Don't worry about
So-
money, my friend.
Yeah, you've already been scheming, you little shit. I've seen what you're planning. I still don't remember Dude, I still don't remember what spell you were planning on using for that. We'll get into that later, though.
Creation.
Is it just the creation spell? Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you can create like literally multiple component object that you have seen with a time duration, and due to the fact like if it's a higher mineral, it takes way longer. Like if you want to produce gold, it takes like 12 hours. But plastic is a low grade mineral inside of the D&D universe, so it takes like 2 hours.
Yeah. All right, so, Pygo. Or I should say, Selfie. I'd say you're gonna go this alone, because the professor does kind of make it hard to talk with
Busy
people.
with
So
Chio.
he's just hanging out in the docks until you need him. I would say he's already like ahead of everybody
He's
upon
online,
like
yeah.
he smuggled himself on the ship already. So, but you go off and you find a very small shack along the coastline. As this older man kind of points you out to. And you kind of go up to the shack, and it looks like there's like a small nameplate carved out of like a plank of driftwood that says Reggie the Map Maker. So it seems like you found your destination. Do you knock on the door?
Mhm. I don't knock. I open it very quietly, kind of like, stealthily,
Okay.
using my feline agility.
Very nice. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I believe I have those doubled.
Your proficiency is expertise with it?
I don't know if you have expertise. It should already just be set if it's expertise. I don't think you have expertise in stealth. Is it a
Feline
magic
agility
item?
is for speed.
Yeah, feline agility doubles. You can double your speed for a turn.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
was something.
It makes
new.
you fast. I know. I think you do have something. What was it? Is it you have advantage on stealth checks that rely on sight? Is that what it was?
Oh, do you have a Cloak of Elvenkind, or? Oh,
There we
that's-
go.
You could pick it.
There
for
we
one
go.
of
That's
the-
from your. That's one of your kin racial abilities, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I remember. All right. Yeah, it's listed as a feat for some reason. Okay,
Well,
yeah. So, using your natural camouflage, your okay, a 12. Not the greatest for level 10, but that's okay. So, you kind of like open the door, kind of peek your head inside, and inside this small shack, you see this rather portly looking man. Not a standard humanoid though. This man's a kin. A cat, actually, feline like yourself. He is a little on the heavier side with some gray and a yellowish white fur. He looks very frazzled, like very much like that of a tabby cat. Very like thick, like not very well kept fur. With these green piercing eyes. He's dressed in some really thick commoner's clothing, and he has this very like old torn up hat on his head. And he is using a table in the center of this room here to... It looks like he's in the middle of a painting and actually drawing up some some schematics of some kind, possibly related to his profession. And it's very dimly lit. There's no windows or anything in this shack, so the man is just standing in complete darkness aside from that of this gaslit lantern that he's got illuminating the room. And with a 12 on stealth, he doesn't notice you, but he very obviously notices the door open as the blinding white light from the wintry snow outside kind of brings in a ton of natural lighting into the chamber. So the gentleman like looks up from what he was doing, kind of like looks around. He's like, "Hello there? Somebody outside? It's cold out there. You can come on in."
I'll swiftly move behind and say, "You don't have to be so loud."
Oh, hello there. How you doing today? Fine morning.
Hello. I heard you are quite good with the schematics.
I am actually. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Reggie. He goes out and he goes to shake your hand.
Oh no, thank you. But
Oh, no worries. Personal space. I get it.
I would like your help. Not much of the comforting kind, but if you can help me, I can help you, you know? More of a metaphoric kind of handshaking.
Well, I'd certainly say that has to depend on what you're looking for. Anything map related I'd be able to assist with? I'm really good with maps.
Have you been to the central of Voshkov?
Oh, I've been all over the place, actually, yeah. I've mapped a couple places here in Voshkov here and there.
Even dungeons, jail?
Oh, well, I've never been around those kind of parts. You know, I go where I'm welcome. So, you know, I typically try not to wander into places that I'm no longer welcome in. You know, ancient dungeons. People's houses of the opposite sex. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, I try to keep it civil.
I wanna see if that's a lie. Or is he actually like very sweet guy? I don't know, maybe
roll
he
me
was
an
in those
insight.
places.
Roll me an insight check, yeah.
Oh.
8. This guy is, first off, the first thing you notice, very conversational. This guy seems like the guy to just talk your ear off if you're not careful. Aside from that, you're not really able to read too much about him. He's an interesting character.
Okay, I'm gonna try to play into that. I'll tell it straight. I won't give you any lies. A close friend of mine, he was sent to the jail by the king's hand. And it wasn't rightfully so. He needs to get out of there. And of course, we'll go to the judge and we'll do all the procedure. But he's not supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Maybe. So question, are we talking like a Voshkov jail or are we talking like a Houndia jail? Because those are two very different things.
Well, if
You
the
did ask
king-
about Central Vosh, so I assume you're talking in the Empire. In that case, they don't really do jails over there.
Let's say the king, I believe it was Shani. Let's say by his hand, you were sent. And you need to serve your time. Where would that be and what would it look like?
Sorry, go ahead and say that one more time.
You were sent by the king Shani to serve time. Where would that be?
Which king are we talking? There's a lot of kings over in Voshkov. You gotta be a little more specific than that.
Shanik in the main city.
Shanik. Oh, Shanik. Oh, you're talking Azakar. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, yeah. Let me think here for a second. And he's like he flips through some of the he goes through some of the maps that he's got laid out in his shack here, and he actually pulls one out for that very location. And actually, let me go ahead and open up the world map to you guys real quick. And I'd say at this point, this is going to be the first time where you as a group, by means the players, will actually get to see where you're going to be heading, which is this location, Azakar, the City of Frost. And he points over to this area here and says, yeah, this area, this is like around the cusp of Hythermia. There's not a whole lot going on down there. Very low population. I've only been there once or twice through a nice little tundra trek that I took with some of my old war buddies, but that's a story for another day. Over there though, yeah, they don't really do jails and stuff like that. They have prison camps. So typically, if you do anything bad, they just lock you in there. They have work y'all in the factories and the mines and stuff like that. You know, they don't just make you sit there. You know, Voshkov, you know, they're a working man's kind of people. So even when you're doing bad stuff, you're working.
Let me stop you there. I'm in a big hurry.
Oh, all right. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to take up too much of your time. So exactly, what are you looking for again?
Releasing of a friend.
Right, so you got a friend in Azakar who got locked up behind bars. Is that what you're telling me?
Not rightfully so, I would say.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not one to judge. You know, everybody's committing a little sin here and there. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'd say probably there's probably a working camp. I want to say somewhere north of Azakar, something like that. I don't know the exact location. They're the kind of types to, you know, shoot on sight as soon as you get close. So I tended not to go near those areas. But I do remember, what was it called? There is I do know that there is a fortress somewhere very close to Azakar. I actually think that's where the king actually resides from, Azakar. King Shannik, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for a place that someone might be held up in, I know there's a fortress but that's his personal home. It used to be, you know, like a typical war fort, but then the guy.
Give me that one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's a fort. I think it's like a quarter of a mile north of Azakar. It's called Fort Whiteclaw.
You have the schematic for one
Of the fort?
White Claws, no loss.
I
mean, I think I don't have like a floor design or anything like that. Again, you know, King Shannik is a very private fella, so doesn't like to.
Have you been around this area?
Oh, I've been to Asgard a few times. It's a nice little quiet place, you know.
If I give you the map, will you pinpoint the location?
Yeah, sure, I can do that for you. And I'll say he actually gives you like a free complimentary map. He's like, you're probably like one of the first people who's visited a shack in a number of weeks. So he actually just gives you a free complimentary map of the area. And in fact, he actually shows you, you didn't ask for it, obviously, but he actually shows you like a couple like interesting routes, because it looks like Azakar is about a day's hike from the shoreline. And he actually shows you like a pretty solid route that he recommends you taking that most people tend to avoid because of inclement weather. But tells you that, you know, if you follow the route, it takes like an extra hour, but you typically avoid actually a lot of the bandits who might be patrolling the roads. So, yeah, it gives you a little path to Azakar that you could take if you'd like. Or, and I should say, he also pinpoints the exact location of Fort Whiteclaw, which is the fortress that King Shannik happens to be living in. And with that, I'm going to pause the scene real quick, as we did get a raid, and I apologize, Raiders, for taking so long to acknowledge y'all, but I just want to say thank you, Imagination Factory D&D, for raiding us today. Mighty fine, appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and shout you guys out real quick. Thank you so much for the raid. I typically try not to interrupt the scenes or anything going on, so I hope you guys are having a good time. A little TLDR, what's going on? So this is an Evo D&D campaign. This is called Yaga Unleashed, the Gambit, in which this colorful cast of characters have been hired to basically incite a war under the leadership of the Kingdom of Houndia. They're basically going around to all the 3 other major powers and are going to be causing as much chaos so that way they can basically annihilate each other so the Kingdom of Houndia can kind of come up and just sweep all of them. And that starts with them getting a foothold in their biggest rival, the Voshkov Empire. And that is what the party's working towards at the moment. So, yeah, if you guys are liking the vibes of that, feel free to stick around. And we're happy to have you all here. Thank you so much for the raid. So, back to the scene. So, he points all this information to you. Do you have any questions for him as well?
I would like to ask if there's any favor I could give you. As a true scientist, how would that be?
Oh, you're a scientist? What's your profession?
Bioengineering, metallics. It's a wide range.
Ooh, very nice. I don't know anything about those subjects, but that sounds cool.
If you ever find yourself in a particular situation, losing arm, leg, whisker, ask for me. Selfie.
Well, I'll happily take you upon that then, Selfie. Pleasure to meet you.
She'll just go away.
Oh, okay, bye. Stay warm out there. She was nice. And he just goes back to his business.
Okay, sorry, quick question.
Yes.
As my time within the Voskov army, would I have any information about this place that we're going to?
You very much could. I would say go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage.
Hell yeah, it'll help if I have my character sheet open before I ask the question.
Yes, very good idea.
I just forgot to do that. History with advantage. I did that without advantage. I'll roll that again.
Okay, well, it's a modified 20 already, so it's pretty good. And a 2.
Oh, okay.
We'll take the 20. We will take that. Is that natural, actually? Let me see. No, that's a 19. Okay. Very, very nice. Okay. So, you know a few things about Azakar. So, out of the entirety of the continent of Voshkov, Azakar is one of the southernmost lying cities within the continent. Yaga has a very strange climate as compared to our modern climate. Typically in, our modern Earth, it's typically hotter near the equator, and then the closer you get to the poles, the colder it gets. In the land of Yaga is very much different. The more south you go, the colder it gets. So it's basically, imagine if the entire continent is on like the southern hemisphere. So Hytherbia, which is the southernmost landscape that is claimed by the Voshkov Empire, is the coldest and most desolate of all of the areas. In fact, it makes up probably less than 2% of Voshkov's entire population of the people there, and that includes the city of Azakar.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm trying to Ari, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
She's throwing stuff at me right now.
You're
What?
good, you're
Right
good.
now. My dog is throwing things at me.
She's like, play with me!
Dogs can
Yeah,
do
she-
that? Well, yeah, I
She
guess
picks
they can.
up her toy with her mouth and then she flings it toward me. Yes.
Oh, that's adorable.
There you go. Go get it.
Amazing. Just funny, in the middle of the lore, and you're just like, no. Not what happened. Not true. It's actually 4%.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
It's actually 4%, actually.
So I listed out a list of items that I wanted to buy, guys. The signal whistles there's one for each of us. So add that to your character sheet.
Hell yeah.
We can use those to communicate with each other over long distances.
Very nice. Martia, back to you though.
Yep.
So, yeah, the city of Azakar is out of all of the small towns in Hytherbia, Azakar is the closest thing you will get to a proper city. Though it's more like a large town when it comes to its population. The area itself is, much like most of Hytherbia, very desolate. It's very hard to live in. Constant weather that is like under like below negatives, is set like negative Celsius all the time. We're talking like negative 20, negative 30 degrees, like in the spring months. So living there is very hard and difficult. It's only the summer months where people are really able to get shit done around there. And given that it's the dead of winter, not going to be a whole lot of activity, which might actually be one of the reasons why King Roland decided now would be the time to lay waste, if you know what I mean. But the city itself is ruled by King Shenik. You've heard that name before. You don't know a whole lot about him, and that's for good reason. Out of all of the kings that ruled the various fiefdoms across the empire, all the kings and queens, King Shenik is one of the few who surprisingly does not like socializing. One of the socialites being antisocial, who'd have thought? And because of this, he actually does not live in the city. He lives, in fact, we actually just learned about this from Selfie, lives in a fortress just outside of town. And he only really reveals himself when it is absolutely necessary. He is constantly inside his castle, does not even step foot in Azakar unless he absolutely needs to, and the only time he travels outside of town is if he is summoned to the capital city of Sargrad. So he is an individual that likes to keep his life private, and that's all you really know about him. I'd say with a modified 20, though, let's see, what other information would you own?
Well, mainly I was hoping, like, maybe I could learn, like, more about the, sort of, like, the infrastructure of, like, any sort of, like, military within the area, so...
Oh, yeah, very true, yeah.
That could help us prepare for when that becomes relevant.
Yeah, so... because of, you know, just the harsh livelihood in Hytherbia, when it comes to military economics, it is not sustainable to keep a large amount of troops there. Typically, because the Vosh army is vast and wide across Voshkov, every single major city has its own fortress nearby where there's like thousands of troops just at the ready in case there's any sort of underlying siege. Voshkov is very good at protecting its own assets. However, Azakar is one of those cities that does not have a lot of protection. They have like a couple platoons that hang around the area, but typically only are stationed in Azakar itself, one platoon at a time. So at the most, like the most amount of resistance you would experience would probably be like a quarter of a company worth of soldiers. We're talking like 75 soldiers at most. Granted, they are well trained, but still, 75 as opposed to a couple thousand is a lot more feasible.
Yeah.
So, taking care of the defending forces shouldn't be too much of an issue. Anything else that you were looking into, influence-wise?
Well, I suppose we kind of already know where he'll be. Yeah, I suppose also it's more of a preemptive role for any sort of like if we need to think about like any like strategies for getting into the fortress itself, seeing if there was anything I could know, like any weaknesses. for when that becomes relevant.
We can also probe it for weaknesses as we go.
Yeah.
We have the entire season to work with.
Very true. Yeah, I'd say just off the top of your head, Martia, that's what you would remember.
Okay.
Alright, I got everything I need. I think. Yeah, I think I'm good. If you guys have extra gold, I'd recommend grab some extra potions of healing just in case.
I do have a question. How much was Alchemy Fire again?
Alchemist Fire?
I think it's also 50 gold.
I believe so, yeah.
Because Antitoxin was also 50 gold each.
Yeah. Probably gonna grab
Yeah, and-
some of those. They're pretty damn good here.
What are the potions of healing prices looking like?
Depend on the scale. Which
I mean, they're just
size you want.
the basic healing potions are just 50 gold each, so usually,
Yeah.
anyway.
I think I'll need something higher than that due to if I'm taking a potion, I have a high hit pool set.
Oh, you want a more advanced potion?
Yeah, I'm thinking greater, at least. How much would a greater cost me? DM, my DM.
Good question. Greater healing would be 100 gold pieces.
Oh, that's not a lot at all.
Music shit in the bed
It's
there.
basically 2 regular healing potions in one.
Zarius, do you
Yeah.
want to get a barrel of gunpowder too to go with those?
Oh no, not again.
No, no.
Yes, I don't need to get those. They are not magical. I can create that.
Oh shit!
We're gonna have another overseas
um,
nuke on our hands.
Oh
Please
yeah.
don't, not again. Okay, how much would a superior cost me then?
Hey,
I have
at least
1,000
this
gold
time
on
the
me.
crazy redhead has dimension door.
Superior is 500.
I have a
Superior's fine.
problem with my gold.
Uh-oh.
I can't change it. It's down to 0 and I
Press
cannot
the-
change it.
It's down to
Oh.
0? What happened?
It doesn't let me edit it after I try to remove for
Hold
potion
on,
of
let me
healing.
take a look
Alright.
at your character sheet.
Top.
Right, inventory. Oh,
You
yeah, it
can
is at a
press
0.
On the right side.
Do you...
Did you
Yeah,
right side? There's like a drop-down menu. You can edit it via that.
Oh. Nope.
the 2 little arrows on the right next to copper.
It only lets me like manually press, and I don't want to press it 2,000
You
times.
can type it.
No, you can.
Doesn't
you
let
can
me.
Click on the box.
At all? You just added a 1.
I
Refresh
put
your
a
page.
number in, press
Refresh your
enter,
page, then.
and
Don't press
Yeah.
enter.
Refresh your page.
Yeah, don't press enter. Just like click
Yeah,
off of it
you
and-
pressing
and it's
enter
closed.
is like making a
Alright.
new... So hold on, let me...
a new line.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
So what was the gold at before?
that's so silly.
Oh my god.
let me try.
Holy shit! From where
You
do we
just
have
test it out.
5,000 gold? Damn.
No, it doesn't let me.
Okay, what is your gold? What was your gold at? Do you remember?
Yeah, I sent you after buying the potions.
Okay, so
Weird.
it works fine. So
How
just
do you have
don't
so much?
just
God
don't
damn.
hit enter.
Oh, Wait,
No, even with enter, it doesn't help.
So if you type it in and you click out of the box, it erases itself.
Yeah.
Well, it did not do that for me. That is very strange. I don't know why it's doing that.
Mhm.
All right, well I
Did you
fixed it
refresh
for
your
you,
page
so
by
it
Thank
should
you,
be
thank
good.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it might just be a bug with Roll20.
maybe.
They are relatively
Alright.
new character sheets, so that might be why.
So with these purchases here, are we ready to go?
Martia, are you
I
buying
think-
10 superior healing potions? What is that?
Holy
Just
shit.
dumping all
You
your
didn't
money
buy
into
any
it.
magic items.
What
so.
the fuck?
I don't use magic items. So you know, medicine.
There's plenty of non-magical items you could buy too.
I love
Hey,
the idea
potions
of
are
your...
technically magic items, okay?
Guys, I don't use equipment. I literally all I use is my fists, and I don't wear
I know,
armor.
is that's a lot of healing though.
Do you have a tent?
That's so
You're gonna
much
want a
healing.
tent. A tent
Okay.
is only like 2 gold, so you should get a tent.
Okay, I'll get a tent. I can afford a tent.
Okay.
I imagine they
Really
actually
good.
have that conversation in game.
Okay.
So everyone's
let's
just
go
like,
as
Martia,
Watch
you
Dog,
should
we
buy a
don't have
tent. She's like,
problem.
I don't need a tent.
It's gonna be cold. It's winter.
I
We're
need
going to a place
healing.
called hypothermia. You're gonna get hypothermia.
Oh.
What kind
There
of
we go. I have a tent.
Imagine getting hypothermia.
Ooh.
Couldn't
In
be me.
hypothermia.
Couldn't be me.
So
Have you gotten
10 superior healing potions.
hypothermia
That
before?
is.
Uh,
So that is like on average. I just did the math in my head. 10 superior healing potions is like 240 hit points worth of healing
You're
on
good
average.
for a while.
Yeah, but guys, my AC, because I can't wear the braces of defense, my AC is abysmal.
Yo, that's the
That's
downside for being a fucking brick shit house.
Yeah, I haven't got much deck, so it's been more intimidating than dexterous, and it's come back to bite me with a 14 AC.
Yo, listen, I made you that item that levels up with you, and I did not think about AC when I made it, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just bump your
You're,
bump your levels up a
you're a
little bit.
barbarian,
That'll
you'll be
fix it.
fine. Your damage reduction will come in handy.
Yeah, just improve your dex
Yeah,
and
it really
constitution.
will.
That'll make it higher.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not like you have like similar health than the mage.
Yeah, but you have cracked stats, so you don't count.
To be fair,
I am
Yeah.
a full con mage. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, so
Alright.
now that the preparations are finished, is there anything else that anybody would like to do before you guys depart?
I mean, there's something I want to do. I'm not going to do
Get on the
it.
damn boat! No, I'm just kidding.
What do you want to do?
I was just
Make
jokingly
more
going to say I want to kill my previous character.
Oh,
Right.
oh my god.
That's
Let's
just a
not do
cosplay
that.
goal of
She's
mine.
our contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of
How
important to the
about
plot.
Speaking of which, as we like gather ourselves to prepare to get on the boat, I'm going to ask you for the sending stone because I have something to speak with her about.
Very well. I don't particularly like her, so you can keep hold of it.
Okay.
And I'll remove that from my inventory and you can add it to yours.
Okay. Wonderful. Ari, no. I know what you want. You want to go outside and bark. Yep, as soon as I said the O word, she ran out of the room. I knew it. I knew it, I knew it. Okay, anyway.
500
Shit,
is a
what
bag
was
of
what was her
clothing.
name again?
Katarina?
Katarina?
Katrina.
Yes.
Katrina.
Katrina.
Oh wait.
Is it Katrina?
Katrina. Katrina von Meadow.
I could have sworn you spelled it. Oh, Katrina. Okay, I get it now. I keep seeing it. I
Yeah.
keep thinking it's Katarina. My bad.
Gallus, is the normal magic item prices still the same, or is it like more expensive
Yeah.
because of the world?
No, they would still be the same. 500 gold is still
Okay.
a lot of money in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I
know
am
what's
going
the
to-
problem.
Okay.
Okay, Cormac. Yes.
I'm going to speak to Katrina?
Katrina.
Okay.
Lady Katrina von Meadow.
Katrina. Okay, Katrina.
Katrina.
I'm-
Oh.
No, it's
I give up.
Oh,
Okay, speak.
Katrina. I'm just gonna say Katrina. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use the sending stone to contact Katrina, and I'm going to ask her. I need as much intel as you have on King Shinnik.
Oh, thank God, someone
need
that's
his-
not her. Anyways, hi.
I need
Yes.
his family, people that he's close to. I need a physical description of each and every one of them.
I can give you that last one, and that's all I can give you. I'm not joking, have nothing on this guy. He is a marvel. I have done my very best to look into everything about this king, and he's one of the few people we know so little about. Doesn't leave his house. He's like a shut-in. But we know he's powerful because we have sent a spy or two to investigate. And after a few weeks, we lost contact. So something must have happened to them. I can give you a physical description. He is that of a tiger man, wears royal expensive jewelry, has a ridiculous crown upon his head. Very hard man to miss. And he spends his free time hiding away in his castle. According to the little bits of research that our agents have put upon him, he is a bit of a scholar. He has a personal study and apparently a custom-built observatory. I don't know exactly what kind of studies he is personally into, but we do know that he's fascinated with the stars at the very least.
Good to know.
I'm afraid that's all I can give you. If I had more, I'd give it to you.
And he doesn't have a family then?
None that we could find. He definitely wasn't born into his seat of power. Seemed to have inherited it from a lackluster king previously.
No heirs then?
None that we could find.
Less people to recognize if he's acting out of character then.
Indeed. Another reason why we picked this particular city. If he goes missing, then seat of power is opened up for you all. And if you place yourselves very close to him, there is a very good chance that one of you could inherit that seat. But that all depends on what kind of method you depend on using when it comes to claiming that seat. Go the diplomatic route, the more violent way. Honestly, you have free reign. King Roland made it very clear that you are all to handle yourselves. I am only to intervene if things get out of hand.
So, halfway through that, I'm going to say after she said the word violent means, Cormac would have put it into his pocket and stopped listening while she continued speaking and started boarding the boat with the rest of the party.
I fucking love Cormac.
So you just hang up on her, and so you just
she
that's all.
Doesn't know. She doesn't know I hung up. She's just still talking into it. It's just in my pocket, not against my ear.
Amazing. Okay, so Cormac, hearing everything that he needed to hear, immediately starts hopping on the boat with the rest of the crew. And what you don't hear is Katerina just kind of following. It's just like, so like I said, that's all we really know about him. Is there any other information that you required?
There's just a from my pocket.
Cormac? Hello?
Huh? I pull it out of my pocket. Huh? Are you still talking?
Yes. Wait.
Oh.
Are we done with our conversation?
Oh, yes. I heard everything I need to know. For now. If I need more information, I'll contact you again. And then he puts it back in his pocket.
Okay, good. She wasn't going to respond. It's good because she was not going to respond anyways. She immediately caught on. Okay, so with that, Cormac and the rest of the crew, you guys begin piling on the trade ship that you guys have been asked to board, and you immediately hear a little bit of a rustling as soon as you step onto the ship, and a nearby barrel that's still on the deck. The top of the barrel pops open, and you see a small little kobold skull gonna pop out, and say, "Ah, where have you guys been? I've been here all morning."
Cormac puts his hand on the
Get
lid
it.
that's still on his head and pushes him back in.
Ah!
Very rude. There's no need to be so mean to him. I'm going to try.
He
and-
surprised me, okay? This is me being nice.
Is it gonna be a problem?
We can
Hey!
transport the ship and get this
Ooh, the
over.
kobold? As long as he's quiet, he shouldn't be a problem.
Mhm.
You just hear loud banging as he's trying to like pop the lid back up. He's like,
Guys, it's kind of hard to breathe in here.
You see, in King Walden would.
I look on the
be
side,
best
is there a
if we
cork?
don't bring him back.
"Is there a cork?"
Yeah, is there a cork on the side?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna it off. Just pull it out.
Little
And then I say,
eyeball,
there. Now it shouldn't be a problem.
little eyeball
Look,
pokes
the
out. It's
less
like,
people,
it's still hard to breathe.
look, the
So
less
do we have a
people who
plan?
see you
Can I
or
just get
hear
out?
you, the better.
Can I get out?
The king told us to keep you absolutely safe, and the safest place for you is inside of that barrel. I guarantee it.
Oh.
I did just buy one of these bags. We could put them in there.
How much
There's no
air is
air
in
in
that
there. Not
Is there
enough.
not? As
Technically,
she will stick her head in the bag.
bag?
Chio, you immediately start suffocating.
Her head out.
I thought there were 10 minutes
Okay,
of air in
never
the
mind.
bag.
You know what?
Hmm.
Do whatever you want with Assad.
Of course.
While this all happening, Stray's already
I was
went
like,
like to the other
very,
side
very-
and sat down like on the railing and just chilling.
Now, Huzzah, it's very, very important that you stay inside of that barrel. I can't guarantee your safety if you come out of it. We'll make sure to bring you some food and water every once in a while when you need it. Just stay in there, though, and stay safe. Okay?
All right. Do I at least get to wander around the deck every once in a while, or?
Hmm.
Or no?
Well,
I mean,
we can't
I
have
could
your
stay in the
muscles
barrel, I
atrophying
guess.
On us.
Oh,
You know
that
what?
would,
Sure. I'll allow an hour of exercise time every day.
Oh boy. Okay. Thank you. I guess.
And if you're doing anything other than exercising during that hour, then it's back in the barrel.
He just starts looking at everybody. He just starts looking to everyone else to like get any sort of assistance here.
I'm not even there.
I have already walked off because I decided this is not worth fighting over Cormac with.
Yeah, Chio
I
is
give-
too busy transferring all of her bottles to her own bag now. She is not paying attention to the conversation.
I put my
Amazing.
face down near the hole that he's peeking out of with a nice big grin on my face, big toothy smile. The teeth are sharp during this moment, and he says, "Don't you worry. I'll keep you safe. Just like I promised your king. After all, he insisted we bring you with us, much to my objection. Don't be a burden, and we'll get along just fine."
Okay. I guess I'll just stay here then. Off we go.
Sophie will shut the lid off, like slams it on his head. She's done with this conversation.
Okay.
I think you're the last
What?
one
Cormac
there,
had his
except
hand on the
Cormac.
lid the whole time.
Yeah, he's talking through a peephole.
Yeah.
She'll slam it next to your hand then. Are we gonna talk about the plan?
Of course we're going to talk about the plan, just not in
So
front
let's
of
go.
everyone else. I put a box. Is there a box that's filled with stuff in nearby?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're still
put it
loading
on
the
top of
ship
the
with
barrel.
supplies. At the end of the day, they're still a trade ship. So
Alright, I put that box on top of the barrel.
okay. You just lift this heavy ass barrel, just drop it on top of the barrel. He's just like, guys, I feel something really heavy on top. Is someone sitting on this? Guys? Guys?
I assume we walked off.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Cormac is a bully.
Don't apologize.
I love him so much.
Well, let's go and speak down below deck. I don't want the rest of these people overhearing us.
I think you first need to pick everybody up like across the boat and they scattered off in your monologue.
I thought
Yeah,
they got on
Martia's
the
already
boat.
gone going put.
Oh yeah,
we're
we're on the boat now.
Okay.
Martia's just off doing
How about that?
push-ups.
We'll go ahead and say that as you guys wrap up this little conversation, we'll fast forward a little bit. An hour goes by, and the morning preparations are handled, and you guys will begin departing. In fact, I'm gonna put a little thing on screen here. Make that a little bigger. There we go. We got a little "you are here" thing to kind of put on the map here, so you guys know exactly where you guys are on the world map. So, you guys are about to depart the city of Threshmore and are going to be heading to the city of Azakar. Now, the journey, as you can see here, if the little measuring thing would get out of my way. There we go. So it's about 740, I'd say 720 miles from the shoreline. So the journey itself is going to take about 7 days of travel over sea, not including any inclement weather that you guys may or may not run into, depending on your luck. So you're going to be on the seas for quite a bit of time, which means you're going to have a lot of free time to discuss plans and, conversate and get to know the rest of the crew that you're going to be working with for the foreseeable future.
There is something I want to do when we have chance.
Oh, absolutely. So I would say during those 7 days, you guys have complete free reign to do whatever you like. You can talk secret plans with each other, discuss strategy, insight on whatever, things you want to be planning. Or if you're a little more on the naughty side, you can even start scheming amongst each other. Perfectly reasonable. After all, evil groups, not everybody has to be super trustworthy of each other. Deals can be made in secret without other people's knowledge. I think we are all adults here and can all understand what a fun little bit of secret keeping, won't hurt nobody here.
Role play.
Exactly. And you guys have 7 in-game days to do that. Now, if you guys want, we could just speed through this travel and just get right to Azakar. Or if you guys have any scenes in mind that you guys wanted to play through, we could do that as well. So.
I do.
Wonderful.
As well.
I will say all of these little scenes here are going to be taking place over the next week or so. So I would say at this point, the supplies for the next week of travel has been gathered. You have all hopped onto this trade ship and have found yourselves below deck, with the exception of Huzzah, who's stuck in a barrel stacked underneath the large crate that I assume people let the rest of the crew know, hey, just leave those ones be for now. Just don't touch it for good reason. And they did that because they don't want to fuck with you. And so everyone.
Down.
Okay. So you eventually free him from his makeshift prison then. Okay,
no.
Lovely.
I keep him in the barrel.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right. So you just
both at once.
Okay, so you just kick the barrel and the crate all in one go, all the way down to the below deck area where all the rest of the supplies are being kept. And you just set him down there. He is not happy, but not much he can do about that. So is what it is.
Hey, don't kill him now. We need to keep him safe.
After
At this point, as you guys all go down below deck, the ship sails off into the Sododka Sea. And you guys have officially begun your journey. So, what are you guys going to be scheming about? Let's see, who wants to go first? Martia, do you want to go first?
Well, I kind of figured the thing I want to do, because I was going to ask Cormac to spar. I imagine that will come after we've done some scheming.
You ask Cormac to spar?
Yes, but after we've like done some steaming, we've discussed some plans because I want to fight Cormang.
Fair enough. Excuse me.
Okay. So you're gonna come over and talk about that after we've had our discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess we'll start proceedings. Is there a table down here in the below deck?
Yeah, sure, I'd say so.
Okay, and we were provided with a map of the general region, right?
Yeah, thanks
I
to
think that's one of
Selfie,
the things
actually.
we're gonna
Selfie ended up getting you guys a free
Oh,
map
perfect.
of the region.
Wonderful. Then I would ask Selfie to spread that out on the table while we speak with each other.
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now, when we get into Hytherbia, one of the first things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to set up a base of operations. We can't just be spending money every night on board. That will be too noticeable. Strangers in town, staying in the inn. If anything happens, they'll know where we've been staying. Our faces will be seen. At least some of our true faces, as I look over towards Chio.
Yeah, it was smiling.
Not to mention, there are those of us here that will draw quite a bit of attention as I look towards Amagiri's mask and the professor. We need to limit the amount of attention we're drawing to ourselves. I'm sure you have some kind of magic to disguise yourself with. You said you're a wizard.
Absolutely.
Then I'm not worried about that. As long as you keep yourself hidden and don't draw too much attention, it'll be fine. We want to keep a low profile. Our mark is powerful. The other scouts that have been sent here to spy have all disappeared. No more reports back. Means they were taken out or taken prisoner. If they have taken prisoner, we need to find out how much information they've fessed up to Shinnik. And if they have, we kill them. If they're still alive.
Sounds like a plan for me for the beginning.
So we have a few options in terms of lodging then. One, we can find somewhere run down on the edge of town, hopefully abandoned, or we can make it abandoned. I have no objections towards doing that. And if anyone has any problems with getting their hands dirty, I don't mind taking it on myself. Just don't ask any questions after the house is removed of its occupants.
Be fair, Cormac. Clearing out a house might draw attention. We don't know exactly who the occupants might be connected to. Unless you want to spend a couple of weeks trying to figure that out.
We could also just the bigger problem is literally if we want to go over and something like that, we can also just alter memory their memories, so they actually see us as part of the members of the house, so we have a better cover.
Would I know of any sort of like desolate buildings, like any old, perhaps military stations that aren't manned anymore?
That's a very good question. Roll me another history
needs to
check.
at least be in the general area. We don't want long travel times every time we go between our headquarters and the
That's
city.
a 4.
Yeah, so with a 4, you don't recall any other locations in the Azakar region that that immediately come to mind? I'd say for you, the one notable location that would be like a good like location to hold up in would actually be Fort Whiteclaw. Because it is a fortress, it's a full-on fortress. It's not in the city itself. It's actually like just outside of it. According to what you remember, it's actually wedged in between some of the nearby mountains. So it's like right at the base of the mountain region. So it would be a very good location to hold up in, especially if you got it properly fortified.
Is it currently manned, though? That's the problem.
Yeah, by King Shennik. and whatever goons that he has at the ready.
Well, we're talking about setting up a temporary HQ that we can use during the operation to assassinate King Shinnik.
Yeah.
So that would not be an option at this point. Perhaps there's actually a coastal cave we can use.
If needed.
That might work.
There's also
Uh-oh.
always the option to buy something out if we really need it. With our
That's
abilities of changing stuff, we can just use those and just see like how he grabs his bag and spills some of the chips on the table. And more than you would think they are of the beginning.
Are there more here than we started with?
Oh, I was doing my job in the travels in the days we had.
I mean, it's not been the 7 days yet.
This is the first day of travel.
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Then I only have 1.6 million so far. Extra.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
It's gonna be
Wow.
11,200,000 after the 7 days.
Oh my god.
My.
All this
Impressive.
counterfeit money is crazy.
Chat,
Yeah,
we've already
and-
broken the game.
I think we're gonna get punished for this.
We'll see what happens.
Severely. If we crash the local economy and then we rule over the local economy, we're fucked.
Yeah, that's why we are not going to do that in the area.
Oh, okay.
Also, to be fair, if we splash out that much cash, we are going to draw attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just be like, where'd
That's
you get
why
all
we
this money?
spread it.
These people have no names. Who are you?
Who is you?
If we don't
Welcome
want
So, back to the assassination of the king.
Yes. So we find a suitable location to work out of. We go back and forth between town and they're gathering information, taking out targets that would be responsible for protecting the king might be a good approach, or even trying to get in the king's good graces. However, he sounds paranoid and rather secluded, or rather reclusive. Getting close to him may be near impossible, though the hearts of men are fickle. Even he could be convinced
Mhm.
to feel affections for another person, I'm sure.
Well,
Perhaps
You-
an apprentice of sorts. He is a scholar, after all. One who studies the stars, from what I understand.
wonderful.
Perhaps if someone feigned interest in his studies and also displayed a decent amount of knowledge of his field of study, he may be willing to take them on as an apprentice to gain some of his knowledge, pass it on to the next generation. After all,
Mhm.
he's not going to live forever.
Well, that's one way to get in, only one person. But I would add to your plan. I would like you and Chio to join in as kind of a performing type.
Performing type?
Oh,
Being so lonely and a king, I'm sure you would like some company. Maybe a short one. You said you wanted to modify his memory, so that will get you close enough. You'll become invisible. And get
The one
even
who can
closer.
modify memories is this one, as I point towards Strays. We would need to get him in as well, which, if you have the ability to disguise yourself magically, shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, wonderful. So, are you both able to turn kind of invisible in the skies?
I can turn myself invisible for an hour, as well as
Oh.
a few others.
So you'll be the closest one to him.
The problem is more it takes time to alter memory. It's not an instant thing.
We will need to knock him unconscious or otherwise indisposed.
Yeah. So you'll
Also-
get close enough,
Whereas,
and then Strays
I
will
can
modify.
pin him to the ground and tie him up in chains and lock him.
Oh. Indeed.
Well, considering that plan, the problem is more how, the infiltration is a good idea in general, but it also doesn't give us provision to like the assets we could inherit in a way.
That's why we modify his memory. We designate one of ourselves as his heir. Fit his mind. We forge documents, perhaps, that this heir is on his bill. Should he die, the land and its resources goes to that heir. Perhaps I should take that role. I am quite the convincing actor, after all. If I am questioned or confronted on this sudden inheritance, I can talk my way out of it rather easily. I've done such performances in the past.
Now, Cormac. That's going to put a bit too much on the radar, don't you think? I think it would probably be best if we created an entirely new persona to inherit this, as Chio will transform into a generic nobleman. Don't you agree?
He squints his eyes at you.
She
His
grins.
smile doesn't go away though.
He's so creepy.
I would think an assassin as clever as you would know it's a poor idea to make yourself a popular face.
Did I ever say I was going to use my own face?
Oh?
Once I know what he looks like, I'll be able to forge the face of a convincing enough heir that looks just enough like him to convince others that he had a bastard child. One that he kept secret.
Well, you and I can both do that. However, I believe I'm a bit more adept at it. I think I'll be able to pass it off a bit better, don't you think?
He gives you a toothy grin. You see
She
a
returns in
few of
kind.
his teeth are sharpened, but not all. And he says, "You want the seat of power for yourself, don't you?"
Projecting now, are we, Cormac?
Well, don't
In the
start a
end,
fight. We have
just
one
gonna-
disguised and one invisible. Isn't that enough?
Well, we're
just wanna
trying to
add
determine what happens after the fact.
The reason I want this is so I can throw the city into as much turmoil as possible. He licks his lips as he says that.
Now,
That's what I-
Cormac, let's not be so short-sighted. If we throw the city into turmoil, we're going to draw way too much attention.
I'm gonna stop you two really quick. We still need to use this kind of opportunity to get into the main city of Washcroft to eliminate the prince. Don't forget that getting a turmoil inside of the city that we need to abuse to get entrance there is probably the worst idea that I heard so far. Afterwards, I don't mind. At the beginning,
I want to
no.
blame the turmoil on Shivamim.
That's
But
something
that's
you
not
can
part
do
of the plan, is it? We need to
Perhaps
go to the
not
top.
this part.
In the end, I just want to also include the memory modification is not something that is like absolutely all modifying. It's like a small time frame I can modify, so we still need to do a part as well.
Indeed. As Chio will turn back into her normal form.
How about this? He takes out a set of dice.
He's gonna play D&D.
He says, "We'll leave it up to chance for who takes the place of this figurative heir."
Oh? Are you sure about that?
I'll let you call it. That way it's fair. And he hands you the dice and says odds or evens.
You know what? Not the die, as she'll put the die down. And she will look around to the rest of the party. One of you have a coin? Let's not use something that's from either one of us.
Strays looks at the pile of 100,000 chips. Does anyone have a coin? Strays is like 100,000 exactly, actually.
Yeah.
No, there are more than 100,000 chips.
There's something I want to do with the coin. I'll try to grab the coin.
I'm gonna do a little sleight of hand real quick to take the dice back in a just really quick without actually approaching them.
Chio was going to try and sleight of hand the dice into her own pocket.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Well,
two spies meet each other.
I guess contested roll then.
Damn.
All right.
Can I do
Well, that's gonna be perception too to see how I do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, not bad. It's a 21, not a 20.
Yeah.
All right. A small red tendril creeps out of his sleeve and grabs them and then whips them back towards his hand.
You get like the side eye of Strays for a moment. And then back to the whole scenery.
I was gonna say if you both failed, you just or both tied, you just hold each other's hands.
DM, please. DM.
I wish it would be like that now.
Amazing.
Korak pulls his hand back. He's like, "No, that's how babies are made."
Okay.
While they do that, can I grab a coin?
Okay. Yep.
I don't see why not. A selfie, absolutely.
I want to use my to make one side heavy, so it will always that.
Wait, what did you use?
You're cutting out a little bit. Get a little closer to the
Oh.
mic.
Well, hold on. Let's
Okay.
call heads or tails first, and then you can determine which side is the heavier side.
Yeah, but how does she do it? Because like, if she's not
Yeah,
casting,
we're all here watching. Like,
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
use
how
anything
about
that's
this?
visible or audible, then we'll know.
Well, let's hear. Let me hear her out first. So, Pygo, what is Selfie trying to do exactly?
Selfie will try to grab one of the counterfeited ones. She'll notice like a slight notch, like it's not quite as same on both sides. And she'll try to like stick a piece of paper or something that it's like really hard to see which side is heavier. But if you put it in someone's hand, it will be very easy to determine.
You know that a paper will not increase the weight to a degree where like the spinning will be affected.
Who knows?
Yeah. The weight is way off.
Let's say the counterfeit was bullshit.
You made it with magic.
How about this? Let's do this, because
Okay.
here's how I like to rule intellect-based characters, because role-playing intelligence is really hard in D&D. So I'm gonna give you a little I'm gonna give you a little bit of assistance since you've not played a character like this before. I'm gonna let you roll an intelligence check. And if you roll really high on this, I'm going to say that Selfie comes up with a way that this makes sense.
Okay. Do I use my tools or no?
This would just be straight intelligence. This is like a brainstorming moment. Like, you ever watch Jimmy Neutron when you were younger?
Don't I have
Brain
something for
blast.
that? A spark of inspiration?
Spark of inspiration. You might... You have a couple things for this, I'd say. I know you have Flash of Genius, but I think that's for
Yes.
other people's stuff. Or can you use it on yourself? I can't remember.
Let me see.
Let me take a look at your sheet real quick. Oh, actually, there we go. Or you or another creature. Okay, cool. So you can actually add your. Okay, so you can add your intelligence modifier to this roll.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll an intelligence check then. Not a saving throw, just a check. And then we're going to add another +5 to that.
Oh.
25.
Ooh.
Oh.
These-
Okay.
Okay. Don't say
Amazing.
the side that you're making heavy yet, because we haven't called heads or tails for one
Mhm.
person.
So,
Cormac told Chio, sorry. Cormac told Chio that she could be the one that calls it earlier.
Mhm.
So same goes. Call it then.
Now, do I notice what's going on? I am. My background is as a. Oh, what's the background called? Shit.
The calling is before she grabbed the coin. So
Oh, right.
yeah,
Mm,
after
tails.
she has it in her hands, we can look if we find something.
yeah.
okay,
I'll
so
call
let's
tails.
do this then. So, all right, we have a call. So, Selfie, as you are kind of fiddling with the coin that is about to be used here, I would like you to make a sleight of hand check to see if this is going to be noticed by the group. And I would say because of your high roll, I'm going to give you advantage on this. And as you roll, I'm going to describe exactly what you're doing. You are a master of not only just bioengineering, but like engineering as a whole. So you are very adept at experimenting with existing and new fantastical compounds. And so you have a knack for collecting little trinkets and, keeping various components on you at all times for any sort of scenario. So I'm going to say that this is not a piece of paper that you're slipping on. I'm going to say that this is a very fine, thin layer of adamantine fiber. Very similar to basically the magical equivalent of carbon fiber, if you will. A very dense, thick material that you have finely ground down into that of a paper-like substance, almost like that of a fantasy Kevlar. And it is so thin, in fact, that it is almost transparent. And with a simple spin of your thumb, you're able to layer a tiny thin sheet of this adamantine fiber onto one of the surfaces of the coin, thus making the density of that side of the coin much heavier, especially consider that this is a coin primarily made of a polymer fiber. So, with that being said, what side are you applying the adamantine on? Chio is called tails, which means if it lands on tails, Chio will be the leader. If it lands on heads, Cormac is in charge. So which side do you pick?
Tails.
Okay. So you apply this thin layer onto the tails side. With that, I would love for you to go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check with advantage. And anyone who is keeping an eye out for this, I'm going to say this is going to go against your passive perception. So anyone who's eyeing this, actually, I think I have them written down here. Let's see.
I wanted to say that I was keeping an active watch since my background is as a charlatan and I am always watching.
I also have the
Yes.
criminal background as myself, so I wouldn't be trusting other people either.
Okay, so in that case, it looks like in the group, the person with the highest passive perception is actually two people. And that's going to be Strays and Amagiri with a passive perception of 16. Please correct me if I have that wrong.
Nope.
So
Good.
I would love you to roll this sleight of hand check with advantage, Southie. You need to beat a 16. So you need a 17 or higher. Otherwise, somebody might catch notice. So, whenever you're ready.
Also, for clarification, is the heavier side the tails side, or is it set to where tails is going to be the one?
Oh,
that comes
you're
up?
actually
No,
very good point.
Because yeah, don't
Okay,
worry.
so you're putting it on head side, which favors Chio. That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That was about. See, this is why I describe things out of game, because sometimes, you know, it's hard playing smart characters when you're not smart. Like myself. I said like myself! Like myself! Like myself! Me! I'm talking about me! Not you! You're super
Sleeping on the
smart!
couch tonight.
No! You won't let me.
Oh, my screen disconnected.
Alright.
I mean, SWRT.
I meant I'm not smart. I like smart
That was
characters.
so
I
funny,
am
don't
dullard. I am
worry.
stupid,
I
dummy
understand,
man.
my love, my husband.
You
Don't-
were so smart. I love you.
That was
Why are you
Anyways,
like-
roll sleight of hand, please.
I feel your pain, Gallus. I feel your pain
Oh.
so much.
So
Shut up,
can
dear.
you go over that plane? What while I roll?
You're
this?
cutting out. Start over.
Can you explain, kind of getting into the mood, the moment? Explain while I press on the sleight of hand.
So explain like what your character is doing here. Okay, so what you were doing is that you were taking a very thin layer of adamantine fiber and applying it to the head side of this coin, thus making the mass of the head side heavier. If that side is heavier, then that means when you flip it into the air, gravity and stuff, it means that it's more likely to land tail side up, which would favor Chio. So you are doing this in a way to basically make this, turn this into from a 50-50 coin flip to a 75-25. And like I said, I'm still waiting on a sleight of hand check. There we go. Okay.
Oh my God.
19.
I was sweating.
That
sweating
beats
so hard.
everyone's. Oh, why?
Silvery barbed, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm
You-
gonna give it a
You
try.
don't know what's happening.
Yeah, if you don't notice it, you can't. So I'm gonna say 19. That beats everyone's passive perceptions. As far as everyone else is concerned, this is a completely fair coin flip. So who's flipping the coin here?
Me.
That's right. Okay, so Selfie, that means you get to flip the coin here. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna have you roll a d4. On a 1 through 3, it lands on tails. On a 4, it lands on heads. So whenever you're
Actually,
ready.
could I pass it to Amagiri?
He's not here.
I'm a Gary is BRB.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
he's
Zork
the
did
BRB.
leave for a little bit to
You wanna-
BRB. I mean, you can if you want, and we'll just say that Amagiri flips the coin.
Okay.
I don't think Zork would mind. And if not, we can retcon it and say if he really doesn't want to flip a coin. It's like, no, my character wouldn't do that. I'm too stoic.
I don't flip coins.
You know,
I
if
don't
it lands on
think
heads,
my
I don't think he's
character
for it.
I don't flip coins. I flip bodies.
Martia, would you like to flip the coin?
I can flip the coin. I'll flip
Okay,
the
go
coin.
ahead.
At first, I genuinely I would be too stoic to flip the coin. Uh, 3.
That is a 3. So, Martia, you take the coin. You flick it up in the air with your thumb. And you let the coin fall onto the table as it lands and pitter-patters, begins to roll and spin, and finally, as it begins to circle, it settles. It lands on tails.
Theo will have the biggest grin, a devilish glint in her eye as she looks directly at Cormac and say, "Well, fair's fair, Cormac."
Best
I
2
think
out
I'll
of
take
3.
You're just being a sore loser now. You should have called that before it came up failure for you.
I flip it again.
It's tails again.
I look at it, I say,
Sorry, Cormac. It seems fate's just not on your side.
I take the coin.
Fair enough. You gain 1 gold piece.
I flip it.
Go for it. Tails
I
again.
flip it again.
Go
I'm
for
such
it.
a good scientist.
Tails again. Hey, it's heads.
I
Look
say,
at that, Cormac, you finally won one. Congratulations.
I look over towards you. And then I'm going to ask you just real quick. Are you, as a player, okay with taking a small, barely noticeable amount of damage?
Really noticeable from Cormac sounds incorrect.
It's
for
not
it. Yeah,
going to be
sure.
from Cormac. It's going to be from something he does.
Okay, sure.
Him, I'd like to flip the coin again and then hit it with an Eldritch Blast in such a way that it's going to bounce and hit Chio right in the forehead. The coin well. The coin well.
Oh, it's so petty.
Oh shit, you're right.
That's a plastic.
You're right,
coin
that is
with
a plastic coin.
It just
Plastic
shattered.
coin? It's a plastic coin currently reinforced by a thin sheet of
Oh,
adamant.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
you gotta
true.
That's right. And that would be sus as fuck if that didn't shatter on impact with Eldritch Blast.
Oh my
Holy shit.
god.
Okay, I'm gonna do it though, because that's what I
Oh,
wanted to do. I flip the coin and then I blast it with an Eldritch Blast.
All right,
to try and
do
bounce it
this.
towards,
Roll an attack roll, and I want you to roll a d4.
Okay.
Because depending on what side it lands on, it might still shatter the coin.
But the sheet of adamantine would fall off.
A basically invisible sheet, yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna take some hella influencing
So
on
it's,
something that again you are not aware
between a
does
1 or
not
3.
exist.
Between a 1 and a 3 would be the reinforced side. Right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say if it rolls a 4, that coin shatters.
Okay. All right. Here's my Eldritch Blast. I don't know
Okay,
why I
that-
did it twice. I have advantage turned on still. I think.
No,
I don't.
it's, you're the higher level. You shoot multiple ones.
Oh yeah. It shot.
Yeah.
It shot twice. So I guess the first one would probably miss it, and then the second one hits.
I just want to remind you guys, you are inside you're below deck of an ordinary wooden trade ship. You're
Good thing I put
firing
it
off
up into
Eldritch
the air.
Blast.
Good thing I
You're
flipped it up into the air and not towards the
inside.
bottom.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
I
I
would
know.
be nice.
It would go through the top instead of the
Okay,
bottom.
so another dumb question. Chio, does a 19 beat your armor class?
A 19 typically does, but I think I'll use burnish points to use
I'm
shield.
attacking the coin, not.
Yes, but
not
you were
with
doing
them.
it in a way that's attacking one of your allies.
Is this going to miss the coin if they cast shield?
No.
Okay.
This is just preventing damage for Chio. This is on Chio,
Okay.
is whether Chio wants to take the damage or not.
I am going to shield it as a reaction. Question. If one
Yes.
side is the Eldritch Blast and the other side is the shield, does the coin break no matter what? Because it is
No.
between two forces.
It would
So
be
here
probably another
is what
roll.
happens. So
It hits the reinforced side.
yes, so it slams into the coin, and Chio, you very quickly with your instincts as this coin is rocking towards your face, immediately thrusts up a shield as it deflects and bounces off and kind of like careens and bounces onto various sides of the hull of the ship. Like literally, you send that coin like ricocheting all over the place, and finally it settles over in a corner. And
Well, isn't that odd? I'm gonna grab another coin, a different coin.
oh my gosh.
Flip it in
I'd
the
say
air.
before you get the chance to do
Somebody stop
anything,
him.
you just hear the sound of like rapid footsteps, and then this like old crotchety like 60-something-year-old human man just comes out and is like, "Hey, what are you doing? No magic in my ship! I ain't set up for this bullshit! You keep it down!"
This guy's upset we can't hear Gallus.
I am tempted to cast magic.
I'm going to
I would
look at him.
actually try something. I'm actually want.
You whippersnappers better keep it down, or I will turn this ship around.
Um,
And with that, he
I'll
will
look at him.
storm
I
back
want to
upstairs.
intimidate him.
You want to intimidate him?
Yeah.
Okay, go roll it.
Okay.
What? How would you like to intimidate this man?
I want to stare at him. Bro, that's a 9.
Hold on 1 second.
I was
Okay.
gonna ping proficiency.
11,
Oh, you
okay.
can't actually ping proficiency. I was gonna give the help action by pinging my proficiency.
Okay,
That
well, with a
would
9
not
and
be
11,
roll.
that does not beat his counter, which is a 16. He
I'm-
stares right back at you. His eyeballs are popping out of this dude's head. He's just like,
You want to go? You
I'm
want
gonna
to
do
stare? You want to
something
stare
else.
in contest? I could stare all day.
Gallus, Strace is gonna do something.
oh boy, okay.
I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
All
I'm
righty.
gonna tell you, don't worry about anything that happens down here.
All
You
right,
need
I'm
to
gonna
make
have
a
him.
DC Wisdom saving throw against
Yep.
21.
All right, he's a commoner. He needs a natural 20.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2.
Where's Potis?
He fails.
Yeah, bye. Have a great time.
His shoulders kind of like drop as he like loosens up the muscles, like the tense muscles for a little bit, and kind of like straightens his back out a little bit. He's like, "Oh, all right," and he just shrugs and goes back upstairs.
Continue.
Alright.
Oscar.
I'm gonna
I say
pick
Are
up
we
this
going
coin that I blasted, and I said, "This was made of plastic, right?"
Yeah.
No, this is also childish.
This should have shattered on impact. Let's test with another one, maybe. Gonna grab another coin.
Strace is starting to like be annoyed with this scene already.
I'm gonna walk towards a window. Are there windows in here?
No,
The
it's
point
a
outside?
ship.
Well, some ships have a little like window on
Window
part
pane.
of the underside, so that you can like. point the
I would
cannon
say
out there.
this is not a very large ship. It's made for like decent treks, but I would say no, it doesn't have any like flaps or anything like that for
Okay.
any of the sort. And
No,
again,
I'm
I'm not a
gonna
ship
continue.
expert, so
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think an Eldritch Blast would deal enough damage to punch through a solid wooden wall. Especially since I don't have Agonizing Blast.
Are we seriously letting him just keep doing this?
That's up to
Colin,
you
please
guys.
stop.
I'm not throwing it into the air this time, though. I'm gonna point blank it on a coin, not pointing towards anybody this time, though.
All right, I won't even have you roll because you're not attacking anybody. You easily go ahead and Eldritch blast this coin on the table, which does shatter the majority of the table because
I'm not doing it on the table. I'm holding it like between my fingers and blasting off the top half.
Okay.
Your finger will burn.
Okay, all right. I will say you are accurate enough. I will not have you blast off your fingertips. As someone that knows a decent thing about firearm safety, never do that.
This isn't a gun.
Bad fucking. It's yeah.
This isn't the gun.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
not a
bla-
firearm. It's a blast of volatile energy that can rip through solid matter. Like, what's the harm? And yeah, the coin shatters.
I lift the other coin up and put it next to the one that just shattered. How interesting.
Oh yes, how interesting. You held a coin in place so that it would shatter, and you let a coin bounce and fly away. This is somebody going to do something about this? Or are we going to continue to... Oh...
Martia's going to walk
Somebody.
upstairs. She's had enough.
I am reading my book. I'm like writing stuff in a book.
I would say at this
Strays, you
point,
said all of these
as
are plastic, didn't you?
hold on a second, I'm gonna say at this point, as tensions are beginning to rise here, the whirling dervish of the group, the professor, rolls up and says, "I think I have stayed silent long enough. And Cormac, one of the tendrils, the mechanical tendrils protruding out of the professor's mechanical form will jut out and kind of snag the sabotage coin that, again, you don't know is sabotaged 100%
Yeah,
yet.
no, he's wondering
Will
why the fuck it's
snag the
shattered.
coin. It says, I think we have all gotten on the wrong side of the foot. I think you all need to get to know each other a little more before we start pointing blasts at each other. Magic is not my expertise. Point is, you have all just met. We are all going to be working with each other for a very long time. Day one is not the day we want to start picking fights with each other. Especially something as trivial as ruling over some faraway fiefdom in the middle of nowhere. So, how about we shake this off, get to know each other a little better, and be somewhat more professional. There are great things at stake here, not just everyone's fragile egos. So if you are all done bickering like children, let's begin discussing our plans. Otherwise, I would like to go continue my studies in the corner in peace.
I agree. Let's get this meeting underway, as Chio will produce one of her bottles and start drinking.
Lovely. Okay,
Eh,
so
I'm not all that interested in ruling a backwater anyway. You can have it.
Thank you.
amazing.
Now, will somebody please go get Martia?
I cast message. Martia, they're done with their nonsense. You can come
I'll
down
come back.
again.
I'll come back now.
I am too lazy to get up there.
The shapeshifters are too narcissistic to concede on things unless someone else tells them.
I
more
am
information
I'm
about
not
it.
dealing with that bullshit. I was really just a bystander fixing problems.
I was trying to get you both to shut up, but I kept getting spoken over.
You're a barbarian. You should have yelled.
Dude, it is 3 a.m.
Oh shit! Yeah, I know. I
want to
forgot.
rage.
I forgot it. The time zone difference. My bad.
But yeah, I got a cast message to get Martia back down here without going up.
Yeah, she'll come back down.
All right, so at this
I was
point,
just like that to
the
say.
entire group is gathered around this very small table, including the professor. And considering that at this point he's already caught the attention of the room, the professor will continue on and say, now that we have everyone gathered here, we can discuss our plans, yes? So, how are we
Right,
going to
we
be
got
doing
some-
this?
I think it's better to spare this king for now. Once we have someone, I guess, Chio, set up on the will, then we can kill him.
Before,
Make it look like an accident.
when we go really this route, who of us has the most knowledge about stars?
What, sorry?
Would that be more of a nature, arcana, or religion check?
I would say the stars themselves.
Survival, whatever.
I would allow
Dude.
Arcana or
Oh.
Nature. I'm leaning towards
Okay,
more
I'll
Arcana right
do-
now.
I'll do an arcana then. I am a
Question.
magic man myself.
If I automatically succeed normally Arcana checks, do I just replace it with advantage?
Huh?
Wait, say again?
I have an ability that lets me auto-succeed all Arcana and History checks. Do I just replace it with advantage if it's like a general roll of knowledge?
That depends. What's it from?
From my class itself. It gives me knowledge of ancient times from the old frosts and flames of the world.
I would allow
It's
it.
a room.
That's interesting. Sure.
Okay. Then advantage or auto success?
I would say in this case, auto success, considering this is just recollection of basic knowledge. I would say, yeah,
Then,
given your status of studying fire and flame, there have been many philosophers who theorize that many of the stars out in the moonlit skies could theoretically burn brighter than the mighty star itself that we call the sun. So I would say that would be something that would have caught your eye in your wizardly studies. So yeah, astronomy would be a topic that you'd have a bit of expertise in.
Okay. Thank you very much. Do the others also want to join in their knowledge of
Yeah, I
stars?
went ahead and I made an Arcana.
Damn, Pygo, so smart.
Okay. Even a 17 from
guess-
Chio. I'm gonna say all y'all know a little bit about the stars.
I'll make
Astronomy
a check.
is a very common. Martia also knows a little. Everyone knows of. All right, everyone has taken an astronomy course in college. Apparently,
Who knows the most?
The stars are right.
everyone attended an astronomy 101 class at some point.
Well, it would make sense I'd know about the stars with military training, right? Because I'll probably use them for
Travel, yeah,
navigation.
absolutely. A very common practice. Yeah, so I would say out of everyone in the group, just looking at the roles here, the people who probably would have the most expertise on this would be Strays and Selfie.
The ones that don't give a fuck about ruling. Amazing.
I mean, hey, you wanted somebody who, knew about science and that kind of stuff, and those are the people you got.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Well,
they just need to get in and modify the memory. They don't have to be the heir themselves.
Yeah, but the modifying memories takes a while, and if you want to have like a prolonged effect on it, it will take multiple sessions.
Has
Well,
to do when he's sleeping then. Perhaps you arrange for lodging with him while you're engaging in your studies?
That depends if we choose somebody of me or Selfie.
why not work together? Like we said, we have Chio, kind of disguise. I will infiltrate while trying to explain my studies and add my own charm. You will join us with Cormac. And when the time is right, Cormac will strike. I assume within invisibility.
The thing is, it will be more convincing if it looks like it happened naturally. Rather than me killing him in my preferred way.
Don't kill, no. We won't like that.
Also, if I think about it, how he was described as one of the most paranoid kings that existed in like the area for a good while, and all the other spies dying.
Correct.
I think getting multiple people in there is gonna be really hard.
Then how about this? Over the next few weeks, months, however long it takes, as long as it's before the party happens, we begin sending letters to him as interested students, sharing information from your own studies of the stars with him. A sort of pen pal relationship. You can write a letter to him explaining that you've heard of his proclivities with his studies, shared interests and the like, perhaps an exchange of knowledge, and then after a few letters have been exchanged, you request to meet with him, so you may study together, having heard of his observatory.
That sounds
That
like a plan.
would be a good way to butter him up, I think. And then, once you've grown close enough with each other that he allows you to stay with him for a time while you both work on, or while whoever's pretending to be scholars works on this study with him. It would be more convenient if you're living nearby, after all.
I do have an idea on that kind of topic. Scholars have a tendency to have something like study groups or like
research groups. So, Selfie, how about we make multiple people out of that to make it more convincing that we are other astrologers that are gathering information, wanted more people and our expertise for better research possibilities.
I will support.
We also need to find out if his study of the stars is purely scientific or if he finds mysticism within them.
Well, if he does find mysticism within them, I definitely can help with that. But I was thinking, if we all know quite a bit about stars, why don't we all just
Play along.
fabricate an idea that we are some famed astronomers, come to his town, get his interest with the entire group.
What
question.
kind of concerns me? Oh, sorry.
Just a general ruling. I want to know something about world. Are there like Arctic lights a thing here?
Like the Northern Lights?
Northern
The
lights.
Aurora
okay.
Borealis.
Localized entirely.
Entirely
within
within At this time of year. At this time of the country.
No,
You know what?
I
We'll
would
light a
say
fire in his home, and when he asks about it, we'll just say it's an Aurora Borealis. Yeah.
I would say in this region that you guys are going to be going into, I would say yeah, it's relatively common.
Okay. Good, then go ahead.
I guess this is
Um,
before the Southern Lights.
Martia will say, yeah, that does come at a risk with my presence previously within the Voshkov army of being recognized by potential soldiers, people who are at least stationed nearby to protect his home.
Perhaps we should dye your hair then.
You are not
could-
dyeing my hair.
I could do a bit more than that. I am quite adept at making people look different.
She looks down at everyone.
If your pride is going to get in the way of our mission, then you won't be able to participate.
What I am saying is,
That's
perhaps
rich coming from my character.
yeah, that's right. Perhaps it would be better if I'm also pretend to be more of a bodyguard.
A bodyguard for a traveling group of scholars doesn't sound unreasonable.
Especially if they're, scholarly enough to seek advice from the king.
And I believe that it would help us get you in as well, if you are unarmed, which you are.
Exactly. No way.
Okay, so I figured
Ah.
I'm gonna figure that we're gonna try to have like a little bit more of a long run, get people on our sides inside of the city as well, get more knowledge about the whole Voshkov situation, and use that opportunity to actually get more of a foothold there.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea, yes.
We'll be laying low until we are sure that the king will fall into our trap. And I think the way we get rid of him after he has written Chio into his will, whatever name you plan on using. If he has a particularly long flight of stairs, I could just shut him off of that. Oh no, the elderly king tripped and fell down the stairs. Oops.
As a man who is obsessed with the stars, he should have a fairly high tower, shouldn't he?
I'm thinking the observatory.
In the end, we just need to get rid when the time comes, but before we even think about that, we would need to put plan A, or the first part of it, into motion. Figure out how it looks like, and how we end him is something we can discuss when the time is ready.
Agreed.
Now then, it looks like we are gonna gather information, try to go through the astrology side of connecting to him, and get so a hand on him. over the time, we should also get the city on our side in a certain way, without revealing our real faces. Probably the best way. So we're gonna need a lot of options in that kind of sense.
So what? Engage in criminal activity while disguising ourselves as members of different kingdoms?
That would be an option, but I would not do it in the city that we are probably trying to take over for the first moment. What I would prefer to do is getting eventually on the good side of people to get more information of the area. Nicks and crannies, we can get rid of or infiltrate some bandit camps, eventually get people there that they cause more chaos to actually get a foothold. Chaos is
I
good,
have a
but
few connections within the criminal underground that I could pull strings with. Get some information from them. Perhaps even allies. After all, I have old contacts from when I was in my Assassin's Guild.
fair.
You
Because
need
in the
overseas
end,
contacts as the guild master, after all.
yeah, in the end, I would say chaos is great, but chaos in the area where we try to have a foothold can be counterproductive. Sorry, English.
Well, Houndia was certainly chaotic before, well, Roland came through.
Sure, but I believe there's an old adage: you don't shit where you eat.
So in the end, I would say getting people to cause chaos in other cities in Washkov through different kind of meanings, through contexts, through counterfeits, and all other kind of stuff would be more to our benefits.
Agreed.
I agree as well.
At the same time, our footprints are not obvious in that kind of way as well. Is everybody okay with that kind of way of how we operate for the beginning now? Of course, this plan is something that we're gonna try to set in motion, but we still don't know enough to really say this is gonna be the way that we want.
There may be another issue that comes to light.
So then let's ask everybody.
I'm not sure it will be an issue for us early on.
One problem at a time, I would say. Well then, let's ask also the people that didn't have a lot of talk. Selfie, Amagiri, what is your mind in that kind of topic? Do you agree with it or disagree? Also, of course, you, Professor.
I think the plan will work well enough.
The professor will speak up at this time and say, I have no qualms about this plan. It sounds sound enough. Definitely seems possible. What do you think, Selfie? You know I value your opinion.
I'll stay neutral about it. I'll follow the group.
As you wish. How about you, Martia?
I think the plan is solid enough. Just I want us to be as cautious as possible.
Of course, totally understandable. Chio and Cormac and me already discussed enough. I think our opinions are pretty obvious in that kind of sense.
In the meantime, while you guys are being pen pals with the king, until we reach the point where we all need to reconvene, I'm going to see if I can't find a contact or a foothold within the rebels.
Cormac, could I borrow that sending stone?
Hmm? Oh, do you need to talk to your girlfriend?
Trust me, she is not the one I am interested in.
You seemed awfully interested in doing something to her as I hand you this sending stone.
Before we now disperse and do what we
Hopefully
all want
something
to do,
messy.
is there anything else we should now discuss? I would say we should have like a small meeting every day to just see if something comes up. If nothing comes up, we can disband instantly again.
I think
Very
that
well.
should be it for now. We will definitely have more to talk about as we gather more information.
And Cormac, I assure you, that woman will be turned into a mess.
Okay, people are already off tracking. I would say this was everything. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? I take this as a no. Well then.
Yes.
Good research, good whatever else.
I would like to talk about the sleeping arrangements.
Sleeping arrangement?
Mm-hmm.
While we're on board the ship or somewhere else?
On the ship.
I think our sleeping arrangements have been handled for us, haven't they?
I would like a separation in cabins. After all,
I don't think we even have a cabin.
I think this
I
is
think
a-
we have. I think we have a few rope hammocks, and that's it.
That would be correct.
We are not on a luxury cruise.
she's so upset right now.
Look, you'll get used to it. This kind of work, you don't exactly get a nice bed every night.
It's so unfortunate.
Oh, but the rest of the work is so much fun, it makes up for it.
So not
Like a spell that creates like a dimensional pocket you can stay in and all that shit.
There is. Just, I don't think an artificer has that. At this
Yeah,
level.
I'm wondering what the spell was called. That when I can't get
Warren's
it.
Magnificent Mansion lets you open a door to
Demon's
Magnificent
Tiny Hut.
Mansion. Demon's Tiny Hut doesn't create an extra dimensional space. It just creates a bubble around you that camouflages and protects you.
Oh,
there's also rope trick.
Yeah, Rope Trick also does so, yeah.
I could make private rooms.
Beautiful.
But yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go stare at the stars for a little while tonight.
Very well. I think I'm going to finish this bottle off and... I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh, you shouldn't drink that. That's expired. And I'll look over towards towards Selfie as I say that with a smirk.
Oh boy. And as that was said, Strays would start walking up the stairs.
Yeah. Chio will roll her eyes, but very subtly and quickly look at the bottle just to make sure.
Oh, God.
Amazing. So, all of you disperse for the night as you guys have discussed your future plans in intense detail. Enough detail where you guys believe yourselves that you have a pretty solid plan. And I would say... Yes?
I would like to... We don't have to play this out. I would like to ask Katerina if she can get me a contact within the Vostok army so I can track any movements of any figures we particularly should avoid. Particularly her brother, particularly Grisha. Not somebody I want to encounter.
She will respond with to your how would I say it? your request by saying, we've already been looking into that sort of thing. We have people on the inside of all of the major powers, and we have a decent connection with their communications. If there is going to be a large threat heading your way where you would need to, let's say, get out of Dodge, you'll be notified in time. Don't you worry.
Well, is there any way we can have direct contact with them? Sort of, I don't know how your magic types work.
I wouldn't be able to do it with this particular stone, but give a few weeks, I could send out another stone regarding one of my other agents. It will take some time, probably a couple weeks. It will most likely be after you've gotten settled into Azakar. That can be done.
Very well. Direct contact will be very much appreciated.
Bag of Martia's
Thank
head. Less contact.
Thank you for your time, Katrina.
Oh, you're welcome. Goodbye?
She got more startled by the compliment than anything else.
She's like, you're being nice to me? You've never done that. Okay, see ya.
What the hell?
Who
Don't
are
be
you?
nice
And
to
what
me,
did
that's
you do to
weird.
Martina?
I'll return the strange comment.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
All right.
As I'm walking by, I'll say, we're going to have a fight at some point during this journey.
Are we now?
Just a sparring match.
We'll see. After all, I have some secrets I don't want to let out just yet. Maybe another
Very
time.
well. Very well, I can understand that.
Alrighty. So, this meeting comes to a close, and all of you go off your separate ways within the ship to take some time to yourselves, focus on whatever little hobbies that you want to attend to pass the time a little bit. And I'd say we'll fast forward a little bit, maybe a day or two. I'd say...
Oh, I just wanted to, just in case.
Yes.
I did want to do one thing very quickly, just sneakily.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go down below decks to where the barrel is stored, with our kobold friend.
Ah, you're freeing him from his prison. Very nice.
Yes. So I will crouch down by the barrel and I'll knock on it and I'll say, "You still in there?"
Unfortunately, yes.
I'll tell you what. While we're on this journey, I'm your new best friend. Obviously, you listen to the king, but amongst the party members, if there's ever disagreement, you side with me. I'll take care of you. As I will open the barrel and let him out.
He very
Are you
hesitantly,
heavy to,
like, slowly rises his head, kind of just doing a 360, looking for Cormac. Doesn't see him. Doesn't see him, thankfully, and he slowly rises out and kind of hops out and just stretches all of his limbs. And,
Oh my goodness, I was cramping up so bad. Oh, my leg. Whew. Hey, thank you. I appreciate your kindness. I'm not used to being outside of Threshmore. It's a very new experience. But thank you.
There's a dick behind Gallus.
what?
Of course. Wait, what?
Are you saying? There's a
Oh,
phallus
it's
behind
no,
Gallus?
it's on the scene. It's on the stream because the chat is right behind my head on our stream, and there's just a little emote right behind my head. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Brisket.
You're welcome.
A phallus behind Gallus.
But Huzzah will continue on and say,
But yes, thank you for your kindness. It's greatly appreciated. I don't owe you any favors, do I?
Oh, no particular favor. Just remember this. Of all these people here, I'm going to be the one who will take care of you and keep you safe. The others don't seem to like you that much. So stick with me. And if there's ever any disagreements, you know who to side with.
Oh. Alrighty then. I think I can do that, yes.
Wonderful. Well, you're free. I would still avoid Cormac, though.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I may be small, I may be skittish, but I am no fool.
Good. If you get trapped down here again, I'll occasionally take a look, make sure you're not still down here, or somewhere else on this godforsaken vessel. And I'll free you again. Just try not to get caught.
I will do my best then.
Wonderful.
I'll see you around, I guess.
Of course. Go enjoy your freedom now.
Oh, okay. I better go get some food. I haven't eaten in a long time.
and he's gonna go scamper off and
enjoy-
go grab a snack.
As he's scampering off, you might like this. As she'll pass him one of her bottles, something to wash it down with.
Oh,
It's
but
expired.
the whole thing. Oh goodness.
Yeah, might as well.
We're turning that kobold into an alcoholic.
Master has given
Can you
Dobby a-
roll me a persuasion check really quick?
Oh, sure.
Oh, there.
As he's not sure how he feels about being a whole bottle of wine here.
14.
14, not bad. Okay, he'll take it and he'll say,
Alrighty. I'll hold on to this.
Okay. You don't
I
have to
don't
drink
know.
it all at once, of course.
Okay. Yeah, no. Probably a bad idea.
Probably.
All right, I'm gonna go that way now. Have a good
Wait.
one.
You have
Why
fun
do I
now.
need to-
We should get him a gun sometime so I can make the Master has given Dobby a Glock joke.
oh my god.
God.
The bigger question is that ship is not as big, so he needs to stealth around us.
Yeah, there's not many places he can wander off to. Yeah. He's gonna have to be real
hides in the barrel
careful now that
anyway.
he's been released.
Give me a stealth check right now.
Well, that's why Chio, for the rest of his journey, is just going to occasionally look around and make sure he's not stuck somewhere else.
Wonderful. All right, so as I mentioned before, though, a few days go by. All of you go about your business, tending to the ship if you're interested, just going about your own internal dealings. And with that, I would like to go ahead and ask, is there any private conversations that anyone wants to have in the midst? Any secret scheming that anybody wants to get up to? Because if you do, now's probably the time.
Sure.
Nobody
Yeah.
pocketed that coin, right?
The professor
put
pocketed
everything-
it.
Oh, right.
Professor took
The
it. Yeah.
counterfeit
Which,
coins, yes. All,
Given the circumstance, probably for the best.
Probably.
all
Where is
counterfeit
everyone right now?
I'm probably on the middle of the deck.
Yeah,
Cormac,
I'd
have
say
5
right
minutes
now, it's like 2 days into your travel, probably midday.
Cormac would be spending a lot of time up in the crow's nest.
Right.
Chio would be disguised as just a normal sailor, just blending in with the rest of the crew.
Like on deck or below
Yeah.
deck?
On deck.
Okay.
Martia is just working out.
Fair enough, just getting some calisthenics in,
The grind never stops.
Never. No.
Like, if you're gonna be 7'4", made purely out of muscle, you gotta keep it out.
Working out.
Like, she's not gonna be able to get much exercise any other way.
Just constantly like doing like bench press with like fully packed barrels.
In one of them, Sasa sometimes.
Yeah, whatever touches that at one point.
Hey, Gallus, if anyone tries to come talk to Cormac on the crow's nest, they might notice a little something about the beam leading up to it.
Okay,
What
fair
does he do
enough.
to the beam?
There's something
Why is he
that's
violating
in
the
my
ship?
mind.
I would say there are some claw marks, probably. Am I right?
Yep. They would probably notice the claw marks from him
I have a
climbing.
question.
Oh.
Yes, Pygo.
Can I send that to sit on the crow's nest with Cormac?
You're so lucky I caught onto it first before I got confused. Yes, you can send that up there. You can send
Thank you.
your homunculus named that up to the crow's
my
nest
gosh.
to spy around. Yeah, there we go. Now everybody caught on.
That name.
Cormac has Cormac seen this yet? I don't think he has.
You've
has he?
seen that once.
In the tavern. That's right.
It gave you guidance.
Okay.
I mean that.
All right. Cormac would be looking through his spyglass in the direction that we're heading, and kind of scanning the horizon at this time, keeping an eye out for any other vessels.
Is he a loud thinker? I imagine he's like a loud thinker, keeps talking to himself. And now he
No,
has company to
actually-
actually talk to.
No, actually, he's not saying a single word, not out loud at least.
Yeah, I was about to say he does talk to himself, but not in the normal way.
Yeah, it's the normal way of talking to oneself.
And so yes,
would
I'd
think-
say
But he'll
as
notice
your
the
I wasn't.
oh
Okay.
stealthy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I would like to actually finally reveal to Chio my alchemistic abilities in creating actual good wine. And I'll grab
Yeah.
Martia for it too.
Okay.
All right.
Probably.
I'm always down for
Probably-
wine.
Yeah.
I'm not telling that's wine, I'm just grabbing them. Like, I have something to show you.
Okay.
Yo,
so
check
that's-
this shit out.
Yeah, so just Icon, and I assume Martia is like already there, right? Like down, practicing, whatever.
Yeah, she'll probably be punching some barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Poor barrels.
You hear a
Poor
little
Hassan.
scream.
Normal people.
You hear a little scream from
Yeah.
Huzzah as you punch one.
Also, for clarification, Chio is genuinely helping the crew and trying to like get on their good side and show that
Mhm.
like no, she's not just like a passenger who's taking up space. She is trying to be like, yeah, no, we're on the same side.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Wait.
But you'll
The
grab her
question
and
is-
she'll transform back into her normal form.
The question is, does even Selfie know where Chio is at the moment?
Does
Oh yeah, where am I amongst the crew?
does
you're
does
disguised
Chio
as one of the crew
reveal
people.
does Chio reveal which crew member she's going to transform to, or no?
You probably would have seen her transform. She's not
Yeah,
keeping that hidden
okay.
from the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be funny, like this little, like paper, like a little hand for Chio. Are you Chio? No.
No.
Are you Chio?
So yeah, I would say the three of us will have some sort of like girls' night, like kind of bonding
Oh, yeah.
time. Yeah.
All right.
Girls' night, girls' night.
I learned how to hate Chio in this time.
Eventually, if you keep that up there in the crow's nest, Cormac is going to try and grab it.
Oh, you can kill it. I can make another one.
He's not necessarily killing it. What does it
Throw it
look like
overboard.
again? It looks like a mechanical winged cat or
cat.
something?
Yeah, it's like a wind cat. It can fly.
I can't look at the
Robot
full
Tresson.
token. Okay. Cormac's going to be like just absolutely manhandling this thing and inspecting every little nook and cranny of it,
Go ahead.
trying to figure out if it's alive.
I would say it's confusing even to Selfie. That's why Selfie like doesn't bother with naming that, because even though she's the creator, she cannot figure out how can he replicate living more than a mechanical thing.
I'm gonna hold its face so that I can like look into its eyes, I guess. Sensors? I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm gonna ask my patron, is this thing
That
feeding you with fear, or does it not experience it?
Let's take a look here. And you feel the tendrils begin to kind of writhe along your arm as Vraltor kind of takes a little bit of a peek at this thing. As the tendrils kind of like rise up and spread, almost like that of a viral infection kind of made manifest, spreading across Vat's body. Well, I can tell you this much, it's breathing, but there ain't a single thought going in the back of that thing's head. Not a lot of fun here. Nothing more than like a little clay doll. Little children's toy.
I toss it aside like a piece of garbage.
You just toss it over the head and it like kind of like picks its wings back up and just flies back down.
Probably at one point, even Strays will go up to the crow nest.
There's not a single person here that we can risk feeding you with right now. You're gonna have to wait until the end of the week.
This is gonna be a long week. You're
Don't
gonna have to
worry,
keep
it'll
me
be
entertained.
plenty of fear once we get there.
You're gonna have to keep me entertained in the meanwhile. I don't like being cooped up in places like this.
Neither do I. You said you're coming up here, Strays?
Yes, I will be coming up there.
But it seems we have a visitor.
This'll be interesting.
Fleshy one.
Wait, how did he call him?
I didn't say that out loud. I was speaking to my
No,
patron internally.
I didn't understand it like
I said we have a guest, a fleshy one, because the other thing was like mechanical.
Okay. I understood flashy. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Not like meat.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Without looking out or taking my eyes off the spyglass, I say, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I came up here to ask if you did see anything special up here. And what that thing was that you threw off.
It was that thing that Selfie used in the tavern. It touched me while I was doing the arm wrestling contest. I don't know why.
Interesting. And as you stated, I would cast Detect Magic to see if it's magical.
I would say mechanically, like D&D mechanics, yes. It would be considered magical. Considering that we're going for a non-magical flair for Selfie's Artificer class, I would say in that case of like whether it's like actually magical is up to Pygo, but statistics-wise, it is not magical. I mean, it is magical.
Okay.
Sorry, words.
Okay. So it would be like I would say probably flavor it like it's not arcane magical. It's like industrial magical in a sense. Like they have like different.
Not exactly. I'm sorry to cut you. So the point of the character with Selfie that she has a touch of arcane magic, similar to being akin. They are being touched. They don't truly possess full like powers, but something in them is kind of like a smell. It's like coming off of them. So with the mechanical thing, I would say it's somewhat of an arcane, but it's like so tiny that it's barely seen.
It's the thing is
Is that
Like a faint
when it's
aura.
like stat-wise categorized as magical, it's still visible with magic. It would be like something different in the world, just like flavor-wise.
Mhm. Yes,
So yeah,
it counts
It-
as a magic item, I assume.
yeah, that's why probably detect magic is like activated, but it's like the different kind of magic from this world
Mhm.
that is like flavored as mechanical. That's why I said
Mhm.
mechanical magic.
Yes.
The aura is
Yes,
probably a little more dull than like
Yeah.
true magic.
Yeah.
Then in that case.
Well, it has some kind of magic to it, but not the normal one.
Eh. Whatever it is, I'm not interested. He continues looking upon the horizon. Still haven't seen anything worth reporting on. Was hoping maybe there'd be pirates or something, but no, nothing.
Well, I would consider the merchant ship sailing a safe route. Even when it's like boring in a certain way. But yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I am starving.
In what kind of way starving? For entertainment?
You could say that. Entertainment. He collapses his spyglass and puts it into his bag. Blood. Death.
Well, considering your proficiency in that kind of topping, it's understandable. But at the same time, we kinda have a job to do. I hope you have that in focus.
Oh, I do. Of course I do. I always make sure to get my jobs done. The only one I ever failed was the king.
Yeah, you said something that you were, or your group was kinda destroyed
Wiped
by him.
out. Yes.
Wiped out.
Him and his little group. Sounds like your
Well-
boss was one of them.
Considering that Saruf is his right hand, it kind of makes sense. I don't
Oh,
know
yes.
the details. I'm not too long part of the fell thing. But so far, they have the fair amount of good things in my eyes.
Well, let me assure you of something. I don't have any quarrel with your boss. In fact, I don't hold any grudge against him for what happened. Not at all. My men were good at their jobs to a degree, but the strong devour the weak after all.
Absolutely. In a sense, the world is always like that. Those that only struggle in their life will reach places nobody else will come. But yeah. Well, then I don't want to take any more time of yours. If something should be, or you need to know, feel free to ask. We kind of need to get to know each other and trust, even when it's like kind of weird constellation of people. as he says that, he is going to walk down again.
As you're about to leave, I'll say, what's your opinion on the Grim Guard?
They should rot.
He smiles at your response. Then maybe we should make them rot.
Absolutely.
Safe climb down.
Yeah, as he said, as you say that, he turns around and you see him the first time really giving a smile. He also has like some sharper teeth compared to like normal due to his kinship, and turns around again and walks down.
Walks down. Damn.
Yes,
Is he like spider climbing?
I have the ability of spider climbing with him. Yes,
Oh, hell yeah.
he walks
Nice.
down.
Holy shit.
I'm literally vampire walking the fucking down and up. Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. All right. So,
Friendship points added.
absolutely.
We have a
So that
golden
conversation
trophy.
wraps up down there. And Cormac, you are left to your own devices at the top here, constantly watching over the horizon, just hoping something living would come across your path that you could play with. But alas, that moment will have to wait. As you keep watching, the ship keeps traveling across the Sodotka Sea, heading towards the continental area known as Hytherbia, in which the city of Azakar lies in. All of you go about your own private business here on the ship. The time, as the days creep on, feels like it crawls slower and slower. And as you get closer to Hytherbia, you notice the weather begins to get worse as well. Temperatures begin to drop even more, to the point where, as you get closer to official Voshkov territory, the waters themselves actually begin to freeze, as various chunks of ice and even the occasional icebergs float across the waters along your path. Meaning that
I don't like
the
where this is
travel needs to go a little slower.
I gotta say
And-
there's something.
Yes, go ahead.
Strays would probably support that kind of stuff with controlled water and put every obstacle of icebergs out of the way of the ship.
Okay, very nice. So, I would say then you are right at the front bow of the ship, just trying to help the crew navigate the ice, which actually will help your travel a little bit, as I won't even have you make any rolls or anything like that. That's just gonna help keep your traveling pace pretty consistent.
As long as we keep the boat afloat and not sinking. Don't need to end up like the Titanic.
Absolutely not. And that's what I prevent.
Hell yeah.
The ice is my element. Don't forget that.
I won't forget that.
Also, at some point, helping out the crew, I would probably notice, like, the claw marks up the mast. And I would take the time to climb up there and cast Mending to mend all the marks.
I thought
That's
about
nice
doing
of
the
you.
same first, but I was so lazy for it.
And as you guys are traveling, keeping the ice away from the front of the ship, preventing any, any slowing of pace, it seems that upon the evening of the 4th day of travel, Cormac, your prayers are answered as you guys begin traveling through a very, I wouldn't say treacherous, but a somewhat dangerous patch of water as you are kind of sandwiched between two massive icebergs that you have no choice but to glide in between, otherwise having to reroute your complete course. You slowly wind your way through this icy pathway, and as you are about to reach the opposite end of the two icebergs, you see something that is, for the first time in a number of days, something that's not made of ice. You see something made of wood. A ship blocking your path. And you vaguely, Cormac, with your spyglass, immediately spot it and begin to examine the ship from a distance. And as you zoom in, you see various men on the ship, all dressed in heavy cold weather gear. Looks like they've been out in the weather for quite some time, maybe a number of weeks. They're not military, but they are definitely packing some firepower.
They got a flag.
They got a black one. And that is where we'll wrap up for tonight's session, because we are way over time.
We're gonna get some combat tomorrow. Let's go! Or not tomorrow, next week.
Yep, next week, session 3, depending on how things go, we might be having our first combat. As I want to remind everybody, because this is an intrigue-themed campaign, not every single combat encounter needs to end in violence. You do have the opportunities to talk your way through shit, if you want to. That's up to you guys.
I don't think we have the opportunity with Cormac aboard.
So, we'll see what happens for next week. Until next time, that has been episode 2 of Yaga Unleashed, the Gambit. I certainly hope everybody had a good time today. I hope my players had a good time today.
Hell yeah.
And
very tense situation that was fun.
oh yes, and hopefully next time we'll start on time. Yay!
Yeah!
That coin was the most intense I ever got in this campaign so far.
Dude,
Coin was pissing me off.
Coin.
I love that whole scene. I'm just like, oh.
Originally,
the
he
tension.
was just gonna do that out of frustration, and then it didn't shatter on impact with the Eldritch Blast, and he was like,
Somebody made a good
how
point.
interesting. Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm. And then the oldest guy in the group, the age of the wise professor had to come in and be like, all right, sit down, children, let's behave.
Okay, Dad.
I just dealt with the dude upstairs.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. All right.
If this was the Forgotten Realms setting and he saw that boat, he would have just been like, "Praise Ball, finally!"
Yeah.
Let's kill them all.
Murder
Alright.
time.
That is going to be it for tonight's session. We will see everybody in the next one. We need to find somebody to raid here.
Yes, we do.
Let me see. Let me. Oh, that's wrong window. Let me.
Right now. Do we want to find another D&D streamer, or do we want to just raid one of the people we know?
Maybe.
This time.
Let me see who's live on our follow list here. Who's doing some stuff?
Okay, I do see this one guy. He's called Vazrik. He's very cool.
Vazrik,
Yeah.
I think he's about to end his stream here soon, though. Oh, what about
Yeah.
Uzi Ooze? He's a friend of Zork and I.
Maybe.
He's playing some
Let's
Risk
see
of Rain
here.
too.
Let's see.
I can send you.
Oh, you know
his
what?
link.
You know
He's
what we
he's
should
a
do?
gelatinous cube.
I know who we should
YouTuber.
send it to. I think we should send our friends over to Nellohead, because Nellohead's doing their season finale of their talk show Bones and Burgers, which is a lot of fun. We were actually a part of that show a while back, a few months ago actually. Me and Pygo, really fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Looks at doing a season
Oh,
finale.
Burgers?
They've been live for a while. Yeah, so basically it's like a just chatting thing that they do, but it's in like a
like a fast food joint kind of setting. It's really fun.
I like burgers.
Quick question I have
Yes.
for General. We are now traveling like for multiple days. Would it
Very
be
true.
okay to have like communications like out of the session between characters to like get more character building?
I would be
Oh,
fine
we
with
could probably
that.
set up
I
a
would say.
downtime
I would
roleplay
say
chat
for the sake of
on
people
Discord.
watching, let's keep it to like a minimum. So like let's like not do like too many things. Like maybe like 1 or 2 scenes a week or something like that, you know? That's perfectly fine as long as like no dice rolls have to be made or anything like that. You know, if it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
no,
simple
this is just
conversations,
ignore
that's perfectly
discussion.
fine. I can actually,
Yeah,
if you
just
guys
like
want in
character
the
building and all
Discord,
that.
I can make like a separate channel just for like roleplay scenarios.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So we
that
can
in
have,
my
like, the,
D&D Discord too, and my
yeah.
players use that.
So we can have like the out of game where like you guys talk strategy, and then we have like an RP server where you guys can like roleplay your characters just for fun, something like that.
Yeah, that
we
works.
do. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and raid. Vaz, we're gonna raid. Let me do. Do you
Yeah,
know
I need
Nello?
to- No, this is the first time I've heard of them.
Okay, I posted their name in our Discord chat, the Gambit chat.
Oh, I just left the Discord chat to go to our DMs.
How dare you? It's what I had open.
How dang you?
Okay. No,
Sorry.
Oh no,
Alright.
anyways.
We gotta hurry. We got an ad
but.
about to play. Yeah, girls' night.
All right.
Like
I
that,
got it
like that,
going.
like that.
I got it going. I don't have any
Alrighty.
announcements this week to worry about, but if you enjoyed this stream and you want to check out the player POV, you can watch the VODs on my channel or have them open simultaneously. Just put us both on each of your screens if you got 2 screens. That'd be fun. All right, but that's all I want to say.
All right, wonderful. So
Okay.
we got the raid started up here, so we're gonna go ahead and send our love over to Nello and friends. We got a couple people we know over there. We got Nello. We got good friend Shane's World. I've actually hung out with Random VT, who's one of the guests on there once or twice too. So yeah, a couple people we know. So yeah, go ahead and show all the love you guys possibly can. We will see you guys next week for an episode of The Gambit. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Hey.